associates gather on the stand. The trial's a circus, but I've got a plan. Not a grifter, still worse than Dan. Hopscotch squares, don't trip, don't fall. BK in a felony, I've heard it all. Shake it, magic 8 ball. Tell me the truth, will justice call? Me be the diva, she's running the show. With Capone and Meg, yeah, everybody knows. Fat, we're fat, well, nobody knows. What the corn echoes as the chaos grows. My credibility left in a vehicle. Hopscotch squares, don't trip, don't fall. BK in a felony, I've heard it all. Shake it, magic 8 ball. Tell me the truth, will justice call? What the corn echoes as the chaos grows. My credibility left in a vehicle.
Hello, happy Thursday. We have almost made it through another week. Friday's so close, I can smell it from here. Smells like my granddaughter that I'll be with all weekend. She smells like a baby, so she smells good until she doesn't. Anyways, I am here with Miss Gabby.
Hello.
Not by myself. Oh my goodness, it's been a day, Gabby.
Tell me about it.
It has
It's
been
still
a day.
worse than Dan. Now it's just stuck in my head.
What's up, Chloe? She said, hey, Gabby, hey.
Hey.
Frank, don't fall asleep. It's all been a little boring because it's got to lay all those boring bits out of the way. Hey, Sharon, hey. Vehicle. Beep, beep.
Oh, man.
It's going to be that kind of day. Just telling you. We don't have
Yeah,
a
it
very...
doesn't feel like a Thursday.
It doesn't. My dad said something to me today, and it was about something I have to check on Thursdays. And I was like, why are you telling me this today? Like, in my mind, I'm just... And I went back to I said, you know what? I checked my calendar. No, to answer your question. Also, I didn't think today was Thursday. Boy bits. I didn't say boy bits.
I almost thought it was Wednesday. And then I looked at the calendar. I was like, oh, okay, dang.
I don't know what day I thought it was. I'm always off. Like Sunday, I thought it was Monday. And I'm like, dang, the weekend went so fast. And then I was like, no, wait, it's it's only Sunday. What's up, Ash? Good to see you.
My little croissant.
Ronnie, Senorita Bonita. How you doing, Ronnie? Oh, you beat me to it. Fine, whatever.
It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
It does.
Every time I see her, I'm like, hola, señorita bonita, ¿cómo estás?
Hello, whoever. The days confuse me every week. I really have to sit there and be like, when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, all right. You know what? I know how much by the amount of coffee I made the day before. That's how I'm like, if it's a weekend or a work day.
Yeah.
It's so dumb because everything else is the same.
Ash, I'll be a huckleberry.
Be a huckleberry.
Oh,
all right.
man.
So we shall carry on with our trial that we're doing. It is the Rachelle Waterman trial out of Alaska from 2006. The crime that Rachelle is on trial for took place in 2004, of November of 2004. Rachelle was 16 at the time. She had dated two men who were 24. They were best friends. She did not date them at the same time. But she dated one and then broke up with him, and he was like, hey, I have a friend. And so she dated the other one, which is weird and gross. There's been some stuff said about them being active together, One of them, I think it was Brian, but not. But he said they never completed the act. Well, okay, I don't care. That doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it okay.
Right.
So, Rachelle is on trial for allegedly plotting the death of her mother, Lori. Lori was 48 years old, and Rachelle was a blogger. Her blog was called My Crappy Life. So think about in 2006, we were, was there still chat rooms? Was that still a big thing then?
Yeah, I think so.
So I know blogging was big. Probably the chat rooms. Texting wasn't like nothing like it is
really.
now.
Yeah.
And, emails, of course. Brian had a computer store in Craig, Alaska, where this happened. Craig, Alaska is a small town on the island. Is it the Prince of Wales?
Yes.
So you have to take planes to get there. So it's not like you can just run away and run off the island. And the town is about 2,000 people.
Well, you could, but you'd end up in the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, you would be swimming for a minute. It's a town about 2,000 people, which probably wasn't much fun for a teenager. So Rachelle used her blog to complain about living in Craig, Alaska, saying it was hell. She also used her blog to complain about her mother. As most teenagers do, especially females, we complain a lot about our moms because we butt heads and, all the stuff. And so she did that, but her complaints weren't the normal, like, my mom's getting on my nerves. It was my mom's abusing me. She hit me. She threw me down the stairs. She was trying, she was making all these abuse allegations. Brian and Jason, who were her boyfriends at different times, believed her and they wanted to save her. So those three come up with these plots that they're going to unalive Lori. They had 3 plans. The first one, and it was called the boat and tub, TUB plan. And I don't know if they meant boat and like a bathtub or boat and like a tote.
Oh, I thought you said pull and tug.
No. Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes to your question, Brandon. And don't Google that, Frank.
Yeah, don't.
And yep, don't. So anyway, the first plan was to unalive Lori, put her either in a tub, I don't know if it's a bathtub or a tote, fill that with cement, because I don't know, I have to think tote, because even a tote would be, you put a body in there and then you fill it with cement, you can't lift that thing.
Yeah, no way.
And you certainly aren't going to lift a bathtub full of cement plus a body. Like,
hey, Dill.
What's up, Brie? Like, it's not happening.
Yeah.
And so that was the first plan. And then they were going to put it onto Brian Riddell's boat and take it out into the water, whatever body of water that is that surrounds them. I don't know. Not good with geography. And drop it in the middle of that. So it sunk and then they never found it. Yeah, I think Jason Arendt was like 6'6", but still, that's a lot. Is it the Pacific Ocean or the Pacific Ocean?
I was just thinking that.
Because I don't know if it's Pacific time or Pacific time. The second plan was because Rachelle was a volleyball player. So when her mom drove her to school to drop her off for volleyball practice, Brian Riddell was going to wait across the street so that when her mother was exiting the school driveway, he was going to shoot her. Some random act of violence. That got called off at the last minute. So that one didn't happen. The third plan was a botched burglary. They go break in the house, unalive her. Uh-oh. They kind of did a version of that because they landed on, they were going to try to make it look like Lori had a drunk driving accident, even though Lori was not a drinker. So they did, Brian and Jason wait until Rachelle and her dad are out of town. Rachelle goes to Anchorage for a volleyball tournament. Her dad goes to Juneau for some Girl Scout thing. I don't know. He was big in the Girl Scout.
Probably not the best. I don't know. Why was he into Girl Scouts?
He was involved. There's no way to say that.
There's so many questions about that now. I have.
Yeah. Had something to do with Girl Scouts. Whatever. I don't know what it was. It was a meeting about Girl Scouts, not with. So they were out of town, leaving Lori home alone for the weekend. So Brian and Jason put their plan into motion, break into the house by supposedly dismantling the cat door and reaching his arm up to unlock the door. I'm telling you, I was looking at my giant
that doesn't even
dog
make any
door
sense
today, and I'm like, that doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. Because,
although my limbs are super short, so I wouldn't be able to do that anyway.
I mean, I thought maybe the 6'6" dude could probably do it, maybe.
Yeah.
But we had a cat door, and there's just, you can't do that. I'm not.
How big's the cat?
Yeah, that was the other question. Like, I don't know. He likes their cookies, Baker.
Or he could have just set up a table out in Juneau and just was selling their cookies. He's in a Girl Scout costume, just selling cookies.
Probably not in 2006, but maybe today. I don't know. But so they go into the house. Lori is sleeping. They wake her up, make her get dressed, make her drink a bottle of wine to get her intoxicated. They were nice enough to wrap towels around her and then the duct tape, put her in her van. I don't know. Baker.
I feel like it has to be for them to be able to reach in like that. To reach really far in like that, yeah. And up.
Gosh.
This cat just flops around everywhere.
This is what happens. But anyways, so they take Lori and put her in her minivan, drive the minivan out to an isolated area. Brian Riddell, he is the only one that was involved in her unaliving. He tries to break her neck to make it look like whiplash and was not successful at doing that. And so he ended up, I think he took a flashlight and beat her till she was not alive anymore. She still had a faint pulse. So then he strangled her. Then he poured gasoline on her, set her in the van on fire. And that was discovered the next day. The fire was so hot that it burned everything. There was nothing left in the van. We saw pictures of it yesterday. We've seen several pictures of it. Lori was basically just a pile of ash and her skull. And that was it. So it did not, I think I've read that Brian and Jason, it didn't take long for the investigators, crazy eyes, to link them
God, yeah.
to Rachelle because of emails and those sort of things that, you leave your digital footprint. They pretty much just sang right away. So that's how we get to where we are. Brian and Jason both pleaded guilty. Jason got 50 years because Jason was not involved in Lori's death. Like, he didn't do it. Brian got 99 years because he did do it. Ash has nothing to do with it. Just making that clear. So that's where we are. We've heard from the Alaska State Trooper that was the first on the scene. That guy was something. I'm not sure exactly that I don't know that I believe him 100% because some of his answers just were a little off for, and then they were just off to me.
Was this a rat tail guy?
No, that's Crazy Eyes guy
Oh.
that was on stand for like 2 days. That didn't, there was information he didn't remember or didn't have, or it was just, I don't know. I don't know what it was. It's kind of like when some of you thought that her dad was involved. The dad was cleared, by the way. He was the first suspect. They cleared him through his financial records and his cell phone records that he was not involved in this. Yesterday, we heard from the Emmy, which was weird because there's
nobody.
There's nobody, essentially. But then they were talking about her lungs. So, like I
don't know how you'd be able to tell that.
I don't know.
If there was no body.
Because we saw the pictures. There was nothing.
Yeah, you didn't even see like a skeleton sitting up or anything. Like
No.
There was nothing there.
I mean, she was basically cremated.
Yeah.
In that van. With the exception of her skull, which was the only thing they had to, and that was just the top part of it. And that's what they used. They had to get a forensic dentist or whatever they're called to get her dental records to identify her, because that was the only way they could tell. They could not, there was no information on the van. The license plates had melted. They were gone. Everything was gone. That fire was so hot. So that was weird. And then we heard from John Bond yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris behind. There wasn't really anything out of those guys that was memorable for me. So
Dollar Store James Bond?
Yes. John Bon Jovi or James Bond's brother. I'm not sure. Today we're going to hear from Dale Bivens. He's a latent print examiner. Then we have Leslie Hammer. That's another criminalist. And then we have a friend, John Wilburn, who was a friend of Rachelle's, Brian, and Jason's. And then Monday, we will finally start getting into the heart of this. And we have Brian Riddell will be on the stand. Oh.
Never.
Do I have to Google that?
Will I?
Alaskan pulled pork. That's not a thing. Brandon. Didn't I give you like nice stuff to look at today? Like the research? Not Alaskans.
Night.
Hello and good night.
Night, bestie.
Go, Carmen was, had training today that was not fun. Involved beanbags and pepper balls. So she's a little bruised up. Oh, I don't know. I was kind of just kidding. Oh, wait, I don't know which one you're talking about. If that's a thing I need to not look up on Urban Dictionary, or if I gave you stuff to research. So, alrighty, let's get going on this. We don't have long. It's about an hour and 20 minutes total worth of testimony that we have. Let me know how the sound is. I got to get to the right screen.
State your full name and spell your first name and last.
Dale Gene Bivens. First name is spelled D-A-L-E. Last name is B-I-V-I-N-S.
And how are you employed?
I'm a latent fingerprint examiner 4 at the Alaska State Crime Laboratory.
And what are your duties?
My duties are to examine items of evidence for fingerprints, document the fingerprints, and issue reports to those fingerprints, and also do crime scene investigations.
So you're not just limited to fingerprint investigation?
No, I'm not.
What do you mean by crime scene investigation?
We have a crime scene team at the crime lab where we go to classes when usually we're activated through the investigation bureau with the state troopers. And then we go out and we assist processing, looking for evidence.
Okay. And what kind of educational background?
I have a Bachelor of Science in Zoology, and I've got 90 hours of on-the-job training for latent fingerprints. as well as numerous classes of fingerprints and crime scene investigation. Some of the crime scene classes are things like bloodstain pattern analysis, introductory to crime scene investigations.
And how many times have you been out investigating crime?
Over 20, I know that. We have primary and secondary. Primary is the person responsible for actually putting the report together. It's the main person from a lab. Sometimes there's been 2 people out. So if the second person goes out, that'd be a secondary.
And have you testified before as an expert in the area of fingerprinting?
Yes, I have.
How about crime scene?
Yes, I've testified for that also.
Your Honor, this is not like. And the court note is Mr. Bivens is an expert in the area of fingerprinting.
I cannot stand how this attorney cannot just not mumble and not trail off. It drives me
I'm
crazy.
sorry. Remember what?
Your Honor, I'd like
What was that?
to. I'd like to. Okay.
Excuse me,
okay.
can you pass me that right over
I was
there?
like, what'd you say? Also, let me know if I need to slow it down just a little bit. I do have it sped up.
Perfect.
No objection.
So noted.
Okay. On November of 2004, did you go out with Prince of Wales on?
Yes, I did.
And how's it you ended up going out there?
I got a page, actually. I was at actually a birthday party, and I got a page, and then I responded to that to Sergeant Randy McFerrin, who called and said, there's a scene, we'd like you to go out there.
Your microphone's not turned on, Mr. West.
Is it on now? Okay. So you contacted Sergeant McFerrin,
Right, I called him back.
and what did you end up doing?
I ended up getting on an airplane and heading down to Juneau.
Okay, that was Sunday.
Yeah, that's correct.
What the
And
heck was
you
that?
overnighted here in Juneau?
Yeah.
And then where'd you go?
Then we went to Ketchikan, and we caught an
Wow, that was
airline
a
out
wet
to
one.
Thorn Bay.
Is it a float plane?
Yeah.
And did you immediately land there, or did you do something before you landed?
We landed there, and then we went back out to do some aerial photography.
Okay. And where'd you fly over?
Some of the logging trails mountains out on Prince of Wales Island.
Okay. Did you go over the where the van was located?
Yes, we went over the area of the outside scene on the logging road where the van was.
Okay. And did you view it from the air?
Yes, we did.
Did you do anything else other than just view it?
Took photographs of that road in the van.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then we flew back down to Thorn Bay, and then we drove out to do the van scene that day and took photographs there and
What else did you do there?
collected a few items of evidence and assigned some item numbers to some items of evidence while I was there.
Okay. And what items did you end up seizing from the scene there?
We got that in my report here. That's what I'm referencing.
Okay.
And it, item 11, which is a cigarette butt, item 12, which was a sandwich bag, and item 17, a gum wrapper and paper. I note that they were photographed and collected from the road. Item 13 was paint chips. Item 15, which were paint chips, were photographed and collected from the air between the road and the vehicle.
Okay. And what else did y'all do that you did out there?
Photographed a couple items, item 14, item 16. Those were samples collected by John Pond from the State Fire Marshal's office.
Those were like plants and rocks.
Yeah. And then also I assigned item numbers to a few things. Item 18, I assigned to an electrical part. Item 19 was another cigarette butt. Item 20 was a Coke bottle, and item 21 was a plastic car part from the road.
Okay. Now, when you were at the crime scene, did you know whether any of this had any real relevance to the case or not?
No, no idea.
All right. And so why y'all seize all these items then?
That's just what you do. You don't know what's relevant, so you try to cover. You try to make decisions about what is relevant. You can't collect everything. It's not like we collect every rock and every twig out there at the scene, but you try to collect what you can for later. Part of it also is you don't want to get, focused in too much any kind of a theory about what happened or what you think happened. So you do your best job, make your decisions, try to collect up things that look relevant out there.
Okay. And ends up a lot of the stuff having no relevance to the case at all.
That's actually kind of out of my jurisdiction a little bit. It goes on after I collect it for DNA analysis or serological screening or hear in court, witness statements, a lot of those things I don't even hear about after I collect things at a crime scene.
Okay. Now, about how long were you out at the scene for?
Let me see. Go to my notes, about 6 hours out there.
Okay. About what time did y'all leave?
I've got to part scene approximately 15:09,
Which is?
3:09.
Okay. And then what'd y'all do after that?
Then we went to the Waterman residence.
Okay. And about what time did you get to their residence?
I've got here written here around 9:30, so we went there.
In the evening?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
So for about 6 hours, you were doing other stuff?
Yeah, we were, went back to AST Cloak and got on some dry clothes and got some coffee and made sure evidence was packaged properly, went over our notes.
All right. And when you got over to the Waterman residence that night, about 9:30, did you do very much that night?
I did some. What I have here is, again, referring back to my crime scene report, that I start processing the garage. That's the main area that I worked at the Waterman residence.
Okay.
Took overall photos. There were some impressions on the floor that I took photographs of, like overall photos of those two, and attempted to do some gel lifting some of them, but they didn't come up very well.
Okay. Then did you finish processing the garage the next day?
Yeah, it was the next day we went back to the Waterman's residence, and I worked on the garage some more.
Okay. Was it mostly the garage where you worked at?
Yeah, in fact, I want to say pretty well exclusively. I don't even know if I went upstairs more than once or twice.
Okay. So is that unusual that someone would be assigned different areas like that?
No, that's not unusual.
Did anybody help you out in the garage?
I think, I can't recall. Someone might have held end of a tape while I was trying to do some measurements.
Okay.
But other than that, no, it was pretty well all on me to diagram the garage and to collect the things in the garage.
Okay. What did you see in the garage?
There was some stains that I noted that appeared to be blood, so I swabbed those.
And where were they at?
Various parts of the garage. I can refer to a diagram I have, try to lay out where those are and describe that.
I'll bring a diagram in a bit, but were there some like hooks on the ceiling?
Yeah, there was some hooks in the ceiling. There was stain over by those hooks.
Okay.
There was a couple signs leaning up against workbench, had some stains that appeared like blood on it. There's a couple drops kind of in the middle of the garage, looked like it appeared to be blood. There was one small stain at the door leading between the garage and the residence. Looked like it could be a possible blood stain.
Okay. And what else did you?
Also, there was some matches that I collected out of the garage
Okay.
and some fibers.
And where were the fibers located?
The fibers were located on a orange rug that was in front of the door leading from the garage into the residence.
Okay. And how many of the fibers did you find on the rug by the garage or in the area of the rug? Were they all on the rug?
There's some that are on the, you have the door and then the rug and then the garage, which is like concrete floor. And a few of the fibers were actually on the concrete floor. Most of them were on the rug that was there. And what I did was I've got photographs of that too. There's certain like little groups of them. So I couldn't tell exactly how many there were, but I was just referring back to see how many groups I noted on there. Yeah, I called them items 31 to 34, which I mean there was 4 groups that I saw that I indicated and collected.
Okay. Got some photographs.
Don't Google those things.
Can I see those?
Sure.
Trust me. Don't do it.
Photographs. Looking up the time. I'm also going to project a copy of these photographs up here. The first one is listed as Plaintiff's Exhibit 83.
Yes.
And is this a copy of that photograph?
Yeah, that's correct.
And what is this picture of?
It's a picture of the logging trail where the van was located.
Okay. And you took this photograph?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And where were you at when you took this photograph?
We were in the airplane. You can see the strut there for the wing.
Okay.
Off to the right of the photograph.
Now, the next photograph is at Plaintiff's Exhibit 84.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Is this the same photograph?
Yes, that I have here for City 4, yeah.
Okay. And what does this show
Again, it's the logging road.
from a different angle?
Yeah, that's correct.
And then Plaintiff's Exhibit 85, you got that?
Yes, that's the next photo.
And is that picture 2?
Yes,
And this down here is, do you know what this is?
that's the van.
Okay. And then Plaintiff's Exhibit 86. Can you identify this?
Yeah, that's also the road
Okay.
from another angle.
All right. And you can, is this the road that goes up this way and then switches back like this?
You know, I don't recall. There was a switchback.
Okay. And Plaintiff's Exhibit 87.
Yeah, that's correct. That's the next one.
What is this one?
That's what I did was Randy McFerrin requested a diagram of the road and the vehicle, and it was easier just to lay it out and take Adobe Photoshop and just basically draw in around it, just sort of create a overlay that can be used
Okay.
instead of trying to diagram out that whole road.
Excuse me. Now, what is this?
That's the vehicle was there for the I think it's the trooper's vehicle that was waiting for us.
Okay.
It was parked there in that little turnout.
I think you wrote, you can't quite make that out there, but,
Turnout above it. That's actually what it says.
and you put something here in red. Right
Do you want? I got a picture with the background removed. If that'd be easier for you.
But you can just tell us.
Okay. Yeah.
This.
That's the vehicle.
Okay. And you put
Noted on
down-
there. Logs. There's logs laying around there.
And then, did you do an outline this area of the road?
Yeah, 'cause there's 2 turnouts at the end there also. They're turnarounds.
All right, and then Plaintiff's Exhibit 88. Don't seem to be anything there. Do you have 88?
Yeah, I do.
88. What is this photo of?
And that's again the logging road
Was it the same one we just saw without the?
without the Adobe stuff over it. Yes, that's correct.
And Plaintiff's Exhibit 89. What is this?
That's pretty well right at the or near the turnout where the vehicle was for the trooper, and that's the evidence tape that was laid out in front of what was considered the scene up further on the logging road.
Okay. And is the
Just
area that you
looking-
went up here in this area?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Plaintiff's Exhibit 90. What's that?
Just past the tape.
Okay. Sort of as you're heading up the road.
Yeah,
Plaintiff's Exhibit 91.
yeah, that's the same one I have here.
Is the slope about like that? Up there where the
Yeah.
van was?
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 92.
Again, these are all just leading up. The picture of the road leading up to where the vehicle was.
So it's up in this area back here.
Yeah, that's correct.
Plaintiff's Exhibit
You're the
93.
fingerprint dude, right? Why are we looking at this stuff? I thought it said he was a white fingerprint examiner. Who cares what road he went up? There's no fingerprints on that. Well, they probably figured they knew where everybody was in town, so -1, so they didn't need it. I don't know. Remember that one guy said they kept somebody out there all night? I'm sure he did not fall asleep. Yeah, like there's no fingerprints right there. Except for ET's. There's whoever I was trying to reply, but YouTube wouldn't let me, that they should have highlighted the end of one of those ET's fingers. I know, Frank, I'm sorry. Maybe he's leading you up to it, but you have to go up the road to get the first fingerprint. Or first to get the fingerprint, maybe. Hey, Side Eye. How you doing? Well, okay. We'll see where he's going.
Getting closer.
Getting closer.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 94. You're just getting closer and
Again,
closer.
getting close.
Flash fan, and he's at choir practice. What's up, Mr. Brandon? I think it'll get better once we get through this. This is just bad.
Yeah, we just got to follow the gravel road first.
Follow the gravel road. Sorry. Flash is gonna be like, I can't believe you called me out like that. Well, I believe it. I did. And he'll only know if he watches this. Chloe, don't you tell him.
Oh, man.
Closer. Yes, that's correct.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 95.
That's looking back then at that vehicle. That's the turnout.
Trooper vehicle. So
Yeah.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 96. What's this?
This is up on that. There was a fork basically, and that's a picture coming up, looking back down to where the vehicle was.
From the upper fork?
Yeah.
Okay. The vehicle's down below where the people are looking.
Yeah, that's correct.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 97.
That's the vehicle.
All right. Plaintiff's Exhibit 128. What are these? Can you tell?
There's some placards that I put out. I can't read them here.
Okay.
I'd have to take a look closer to see what evidence items those are indicating, or it could be an impression. I took a photograph up out there too.
Okay. So this is just something that you thought might have some evidentiary value.
Yeah.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 129. Is this the impression you were talking about?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Plaintiff's Exhibit 130.
One of the cigarette butts, item 11, is indicated there.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 131.
Yeah, that's what I have here also. And that's indicated as item 12.
Okay. Plaintiff's Exhibit 132,
Another shot of item 12.
which is this white thing here.
That's correct.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 133. That's side view, unfortunately. You listed as 13 and 14.
Yeah, that's correct also. And those were just paper bags I laid out trying to indicate the areas where those were collected from.
I think 13 was what? Paint chips?
And I have to go back to my notes again, reference that. Yeah, 13 and 15 were the paint chips, and 14 and 16 were areas where John Bond collected rocks, vegetative materials.
134. Is this what you're talking about here?
Yeah, that's one of the paint chips that
Okay.
was collected.
And it's, what kind of a color was it approximately?
Purple, maroon.
Purple. Okay. And this Exhibit 135.
Again, that's showing a placard. I can't quite read it on the photo.
It says 17.
Yeah, 17.
Okay. Okay, 136 is that a close-up of it?
Yeah, that's a close-up of what I collected as item 17.
Okay. 282, or excuse me, there we go. After you did the garage, did you help Mr. Bond out?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And you helped him collect a few items?
Yeah, I helped photograph. He did the collecting. I helped him photograph the items, then package the items.
And 282, what is that?
I don't know if I have that photo in here. That's what I was just looking for.
Oh, okay. I must have put it in somewhere else then. Hold on a second. I think that's it. Is the next photograph you have 191?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And what is 191?
That's showing, basically it's shooting across the two large garage doors for the garage. And that's where the outside entrance of the garage, basically standing right there at the entrance shooting across.
Okay. Okay. We've seen a diagram in which there's a door next to the two garage doors. Is this near where
Yeah.
you're standing at?
Yeah, what I call the outside entrance.
Okay. Plaintiff's Exhibit 192, can you identify? It's kind of dark in that, but can you identify that?
Yeah, that's panning from that same position to shoot across back to the kitty corner,
Okay.
the opposite corner there of the garage. Like you can barely make it down that photo, but the workbench is in the background.
This area back there.
Further up, if you want to indicate it on there.
Okay.
This is the workbench with the tools, and you have some like sawhorses stacked between the two large garage doors.
Planning Exhibit 193. What's this?
That's panning again. What that's showing is on the right of that photo, you can see whatever it is, the door to the residence.
That's this one here?
Yeah, that's correct, with the orange rug in front of it.
Okay.
And you also can see the back door to the garage there.
This area back here?
Yeah,
center
that's
of the
correct.
picture. Okay. Is that, what do you know what that is, where I just put the circle?
That right there?
Yeah.
That's the pet door.
Okay. 194, what's this a picture of?
That's roundabout from the middle of the garage, taking a photo of those Island Realty signs, and just that's the same corner you're looking at from the first photo in this series.
Okay. This on the left side here, is that part of the garage door?
Yeah, that's the vehicle garage door.
Okay. And then you guys get a better picture here. What's this?
That's the workbench.
Okay. Nice Exhibit 195.
That's another angle from that same workbench area.
Okay. Now, when you were processing the area, did you look at real closely at this window here?
No, I did not.
Okay. So you didn't see the footprint or stuff that was later recovered from there?
No, I did not.
Okay. Nice Exhibit 196. What's this picture of?
Again, that's kind of panning around. That's that same window you're indicating, and that's the tools in the workbench area.
Nice 197. What's this picture of?
That's a picture of the window from that area.
That's the one that's closest to the garage doors?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. 198. What's this window? It's not the same window, is it?
No, that's the one on the, there was two windows above the workbench. That's the one on the right as you look at the workbench.
Okay. You can see the screen's not in there very well.
No, it's not.
199. What window is this one?
That's the, a window that was on the back side of the garage.
Okay.
There was a back entrance to the garage. There's a door. Then to the left of that door over, there's a window also for the garage.
This one looks like the window might be partially open, was it? Or do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. Minus Exhibit 200. What's the picture of?
That's a picture of the door between the garage and the residence.
Okay. And what's that?
That's the pet door again.
Okay. Now, in this picture, is there a doorknob in there?
No.
And what happened to the doorknob?
All right, there's the cat door.
Are you kidding me? There's no way.
No
A 6 foot,
way.
6 whatever guy reaching through that to get all the way up there? I think not, sir.
No way.
In Carmen's words, no ma'am. No ma'am.
That's about what I thought it would be. There's no way.
Absolutely not. He wouldn't even be able to
Ridiculous.
stick his head through that thing.
No.
And so far, if I never hear the word workbench ever again in my life, I'll be too happy.
Right?
Yep. Power of P.
Yeah, that's about what I figured that would look like. So
That
yeah,
is
I'm
so
calling
tiny.
Yes, on that.
Because you would have to at least put your head through so you could get your,
But
you could first of
even-
all see and like, I don't know, have more room to reach up.
But what are you gonna? You got to turn the handle,
Yeah.
and the door handle's not there, so we don't. I guess we're just assuming it's around. I mean,
mean,
maybe
unless
he had one of those like gripper things that old people used to get stuff out of the cupboard.
I was just going to say that, or they brought a pirate who had a hook arm.
Adair says he used a pooper scooper for reach.
At this point, you never know.
Yeah, I'm just not buying that.
I'm not either.
You could feel and
I don't-
assume that the knob on the other side you are on is at the same level. Yeah, but you can't reach that.
Yeah. There's no
Clearly,
way.
they just had Doc open the door. Doc wasn't home.
Either that or the door was unlocked because
Yep.
it doesn't look like the door is damaged at all.
And they're
So
like,
the door could have just been unlocked.
hey, let's just dismantle this for fun.
Well, you know what? Also, they should have made a try to recreate it just so we could have seen those pictures of him trying to stick his entire head through that. And then his long, gangly arms.
He had ET. He would have to have ET arms.
No, seriously. Like, his arms would have had to have been longer than his legs to reach that.
It's a Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes, if it was a lever, you could have pulled it down with something.
Yeah.
But
Could
we
have
don't
pulled it down
know.
with anything, but
But just looking at this, we don't know.
there's no way. That door was unlocked and they just lied. Oh, I went through the cat door. No, you didn't.
Yep. Yeah, there's no way. Yep, that's crazy. I'm glad.
That's what I'm saying. How big is this cat? Like, that's just like a regular
just
standard
normal.
cat door.
Yep. I'm glad we got to see that because now mystery solved. That is, and the guy missed that big footprint. We've seen the picture of the footprint from
Yeah.
the state trooper, and the print dude missed it.
I think they need to, I don't know, remove him from the entire case because obviously he's not even naming any fingerprints at all. He's like, that's a workbench, that's a window, that's a door, that's the cat door. There's the light switch next to the door.
And he didn't even call the man door the man door.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Oh, trust me, a fat cat will fit through that little door because we had a fat cat and a little door. she fit through it just fine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
well, she wasn't home, but still, like we said, this is a small town in Alaska, you know, so you have to either get there by plane or boat. So these people probably leave all their doors and windows unlocked, you know, because they know everybody in the town.
Yep. Or maybe that's a door that only the cat used, so she just unlocked it before her and her dad left.
Apparently it's the door her boyfriends use. That little one at the bottom there.
I knew where you were going. It's floppy, like somebody said earlier. Good heavens.
Unbelievable.
Sorry.
That is hilarious, though.
All right. Well, maybe we'll get to some fingerprints here, or prints of some sort.
I removed it as an evidence item.
You did? Okay.
Yes, I did.
So that's why, what's this in there then?
That's a piece of paper putting in to keep the number.
Okay.
I couldn't get a sticky note to stick on there very well, so I put in where the doorknob used to be.
When you were processing the garage and stuff, did you note whether this had any significance, the pet door or not?
No, I didn't note that any significance.
Did you examine it?
No, I did not.
Okay. Minus Exhibit 201. Can you identify this?
It's an evidence.
That's again, that's the orange rug and the entrance to the residence from the garage.
Okay. Excuse me. Where are you standing when you're taking this picture at?
I was standing probably right on the corner of that orange rug.
In the garage?
Yes, in the garage.
Okay. Minus Exhibit 202. What's this picture?
That's what I was describing of the areas of fibers that I collected. Those are the 4 areas.
All right.
Each of those sort of teal colored placards indicates an area where I collected fibers.
Now, they're arrow-shaped?
Those, what is the placard indicates the fibers and the arrows indicating the fibers that I collected.
Okay.
So there's like if you notice up in the, well, let's say down here where it says 31 in the lower right.
Right.
There's like one area, one batch of fibers I collected as that evidence item.
Okay.
And then the arrows indicating it right off the tip of that arrow is where the fiber was.
Okay, so that's right up in this area here.
Yeah.
All right.
That's correct.
And that's the same on all the other arrows?
Yes.
Okay. And again, that's the pet door?
Yeah, that's correct.
Minus Exhibit 203. What's this?
That's another angle of those areas where I collected the fibers.
Okay. And 204.
That's a close-up
And,
of 31. That's the fiber that I collected.
and you can see it in this area right here, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. Minus Exhibit 205, excuse me. What's this show?
That was what I collected, item 32 with some more fibers. It's hard to see up there on my photo. Like in that photo off the yellow arrow, you can kind of make out the fiber there.
Kind of a pinkish colors
Pinkish white.
up in this area here. Okay. Yeah, there we are. In your photograph, you can actually see them a little better.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Plaintiff's Exhibit 206. Is that another one?
Yeah, that's indicating another fiber. And again,
That's
it's
that area.
kind of hard to see on there, but on my photograph, you can make it out.
Okay. Plaintiff's Exhibit 207. Again, in this area.
Yes, there was 2 fibers. That was the ones I collected as item 34.
I think here you can see a little bit of it here. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Again, it's hard to see with this, you're blown up. Like, you can see it pretty well in the photo here.
Okay. All right. I think that's it.
I don't know. This is bad.
Please solve for the triangle.
I'd be like, well, I'm done.
This time, Your Honor, I move to admit Plaintiff's Exhibit 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97,
Is he serious?
128, 129, 130, 131, 132.
What the heck is happening?
Thinking of that scene in Liar Liar where he pours the water. It's I think it's an outtake where he pours the water, and then he turns around. He's like, I can't do it. Carmen says she'd be dying. Why?
Well, it's so much more crazier because you can't see him pouring it, but you can hear it because he's like pouring it right next to the microphone. Oh my god.
I can't do this. I mean, when did he have time
God.
to drink his water?
I don't know. I gotta go tell Sue that her order's ready. Oh my god.
I think he's got his fibers. His fibers. They're there. You just can't see them.
Maybe
Also,
they were
I don't know,
underneath the
Thomas.
triangle.
The triangle was pointing to him. You just can't see what it's pointing to. But it's pointing
God.
there. Telling you. Leave me.
This guy's counting. The other guy's peeing in the corner. Some ladies down the hallway yelling, "Order ready!"
I was like, I mean,
Oh god.
oh my gosh. I can't do this. Because I was like, Gabby's going to think.
See, Frank, aren't you glad you didn't fall asleep now? It's just starting to get good.
I was like, Gabby's going to think I did this. I did not.
I don't know what they bumped into or accidentally hit, but that was hilarious. I was like, wait, what?
Oh my gosh. I turned my camera off because you're like, yeah.
So what's BF Chang's order? It's ready. Oh god, I can't. That was the best.
All right, well, let's carry on and
Let's get back to the peeing.
see if this guy's still peeing.
133, 134, 135, 136, 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, 200, 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207.
No objection.
They are admitted.
Looks like, yes, a layout to the Waterman residence with the garage.
Yeah. Did you work on this diagram or not?
No, I did not.
Okay. Now, is this the area here on the right of this Actually, I'm just going to show you that in 60. Do you recognize this area over here?
Yes, that's the garage area.
Okay.
We can point out the different entrances and the garage doors and everything if you'd like.
Okay.
This was the, what I called is the outside entrance to the garage is here in the lower right of this. This is here's the door that goes to the residence that I indicated with the orange rug in front of it. These are the two large garage doors here and here. As you go over, there's the workbench that runs along on the left there.
This area here?
That's correct, with the two windows. The two windows there. There's the backside window of the garage. That's the one that had the boards in front of it. And then it's kind of covered up. The back door is covered up by that Waterman Residence, 64 Ocean View Drive, Craig, Alaska sign, but that's the rear entrance to the garage.
Okay. And where was it you found the fibers and stuff?
It was in this area right in front of there's that orange rug was here in front of the, what I called the door to the residence from the garage.
Okay.
Out.
This is the area you processed.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Maybe that was her order.
She's like, I'm hungry. Whoops.
Now, after you helped Mr. Bond finish processing the van, what did you do then?
I'm about to refer back to my notes, my crime scene report again. That was November 16th. That was it. Once we were done, we went to bed and then woke up the next day and wrapped some things up.
Okay.
So that was it for that day after I assisted Bond over at the Department of Transportation in Cloac.
Okay. Did you do any more investigation in Prince of Wales Island after that?
No, we did not.
Okay.
Well, I did not.
You didn't. And so when did you leave Prince of Wales Island?
The next day.
17.
Yeah, that's correct.
Did you bring any items with you? Any of the evidence items that had been?
Yes, I did.
What items did you bring with you?
Item 11, which is listed as cigarette butt. Item 19, which is a cigarette butt. Item 20, which is a Coke bottle. Item 49, which is a glove fingertip. Item 48, which is bed sheets. Item 43, listed as swabs. Item 37 was a gel lifts. I got those from Sergeant Randall McFerrin, ASD Cloac.
Okay.
I also received item 101, listed as buckle swabs from Jay Arendt from Sergeant Randall McFerrin in Craig, Alaska.
Okay.
And then at the airport, John Bond gave me item 14 and 16
Okay.
to take back to the crime lab.
Those were the soil and rocks and.
That's correct.
At the crime lab, did you do anything with 49, which is the glove fingertip?
Yes, I did.
What did you do?
For the glove fingertip, I screened it or swabbed it for DNA, and I also processed it for latent fingerprints.
Okay. And how did you swab it for for DNA first?
It's fairly simple. We have a distilled water control. You take that and we just wet the tip of what's basically a long Q-tip, and then you swab the area for what's called contact DNA. You can't actually see anything like a blood stain or saliva or semen. It's just an area where somebody's taking a drink from like a Coke bottle, or if somebody's, put a glove on, there might be some trace DNA that you can get out of there, and then we can work with.
Okay.
Brennan, I thought that I was the only one that saw that.
Oh,
She was like,
he said, I read it as board, so I thought it was an extra thick board, but it says broad. Thank you,
she looked
dyslexia.
like she was dying.
Oh, in the back there?
Yes. I don't know that I could.
Wait, who's the guy with the kangaroo hair?
I don't know. I gotta back
There's
it
so
up.
many. There's so many.
I wish I could just.
That, you know what, whoever that board was kind of fat. That they had up there. It was extra thick board.
Oh my gosh. This guy, does he have Captain Kangaroo hair?
Who? The guy with the gray hair right there?
What's
Is she talking about Willy, or whatever his name
I
is?
thought Captain Kangaroo had white hair.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He was sitting behind the dad. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, the
okay,
young kid with like the swoop hair.
All right, you got to watch the lady in the front, and then we'll see if we can find Captain Kangaroo.
Okay.
From like a Coke bottle, or if somebody's.
Oh, did I not go back far enough? Dang it.
Oh my God. I
No,
see
that's
her.
not it. That's not it.
She looks like she's passed out. Sorry.
Oh, you have it. It's before they came in real close on him. Sorry to torture you all with this.
Swabs. Item 37 was the gel lifts. I got
Okay.
those from Sergeant Randall McFerrin, ASD Klawak.
Okay.
I also received item 101, listed as buckle swabs from Jay Aaron, from Sergeant Randall McFerrin in Craig, Alaska.
What?
And then at the airport, John Bond gave me item 14.
She fell asleep.
happening?
She was sleeping. She was
She's
sleeping.
nodding. She was nodding out. She's
Nodding
gonna
off,
get such a
yes.
neck cramp. Oh my God. Yes, that kid right there with the brown hair and back of the dad. She's talking about that kid.
I have no
Kangaroo
idea.
hair.
He's got some sort
Oh
of.
my God.
He's got some sort of something
Oh, God.
patch on his jacket there.
Maybe it's Boy Scouts of America.
There to fight the Girl Scouts. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Let's see if when they pan back if she has her head up.
Oh my gosh. It's like it's like 8:50. She's had a long day.
What the hell?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. That was hilarious.
I thought I was I even
Just-
put in like
that
the
PF
private
Chang's
chat,
really
like,
hit the spot. Ugh.
it's like I think the lady in the front row just died. And then Blasco saw it. I was like, oh gosh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. It kind of reminds me of a weird version of Jimmy Kimmel back there with
Oh, he
my-
kind of does, yeah. With
or
flat
Jimmy
hair.
Fallon, I mean. Jimmy
Yes.
Fallon.
He does look kind of like him. Oh my God, that was so funny. I blame Flash Fan. Also,
Also known as Tiny Manta.
okay, I don't want to know anything
I
further
don't
than that.
know
Thank
anything
you.
else. But Chloe, don't tell him I called him out and blamed him for this. I'll tell him you blamed him too. I can play. Yes, that's why we can say it. It's because he's not here.
He's probably listening to us at choir practice. He's like, those
It'll be a
bitches.
choir practice. Those bitches. What? What? I said nothing.
And then he's gonna message you later on and be like, I can't believe you told them what you call me, Tiny Manta. That was just between us. Unbelievable.
Not sharing my ice cream with you again.
Yeah.
All right, let's see her condition.
All right, let's see.
In 16
Condition.
Okay.
to take back to the crime lab.
Those are the soil and rocks and.
That's correct.
At the crime lab, did you do anything with 49, which is the glove fingertip?
Yes, I did.
What did you do?
For the glove fingertip, I screened it or swabbed it for DNA, and I also processed it for latent fingerprints.
And how did you swab it for fingerprint? I mean, for DNA first.
It's fairly simple. We have a still water control. You take that and we just wet the tip of what's basically a long Q-tip, and then you swab the area. For what's called contact DNA, you can't actually see anything like a blood stain or saliva or semen. It's just an area where somebody's taking a drink from like a Coke bottle, or if somebody's put a glove on, there might be some trace DNA that you can get out of there, and then we can work with.
Okay.
Why?
And then how did you fingerprint it?
Fingerprinting for an item like that, what I do is I super glue it first. So what you do is super glue, you can heat it up and it creates a mist. And when it hits a fingerprint, it polymerizes, turns white. And what it allows you to do, like on a sandwich bag, what it does is it reacts more with the fingerprint in the background, so it creates a contrast so you can actually see the fingerprint.
Okay.
And so what we have is a big vacuum chamber, basically. You have a heating element, you put the super glue on it, it makes the mist, and then we evacuate the super glue out because you don't want to snort that stuff or get in your eyeballs. So we do that. That's the first step, and then you examine your item of evidence, see if you see fingerprint, ridge detail. Then the next step is what's called rhodomine. It's kind of a pinkish orange chemical that you can squirt onto something you treat with super glue. Like I always say, if you have like a white grocery bag and you treat it with super glue, it'd be hard to see the fingerprints. So it's a way to follow up, and you put that on it, then you squirt it on, let it dry, and then you put it under a green wavelength light source with an orange filter. And then you can also visualize, it creates the contrast that you need to visualize fingerprints. So that was the next thing I did.
Go on.
I was going to say, the next thing is magnetic powder for something like a glove. Magnetic powder is not as fine as regular powder, and so it doesn't give you as much of a background. So for that fingertip, I use magnetic powder as a follow-up.
Did you find any fingerprints on it?
What I do is for each stage in my notes, I make a note if I saw ridge detail and no ridge detail. What I mean by ridge detail is I want to see something that looks like a flow of ridges or sweat pores, something indicates the actual ridge detail. Sometimes like with super glue, you get like white smudges, and I don't really consider those as ridge detail at all. So when I have my notes for each level for the super glue, I've got no ridge detail visible. For the rhodomine, I've got no ridge detail visible. And for the magnetic powder, I've got no ridge detail visible, which means I didn't see anything through the processing that looked like ridge detail to me.
Did you examine any other items that were seized for fingerprints?
Yes, I did.
And what were those items?
I'm trying to go through my list right now.
Sure.
Item 11 was the cigarette butt mentioned earlier. Processed that for fingerprints. And what I did there is we have a chemical called anhydrin. It's for porous materials like paper. Your anhydrin reacts with your amino acids in your sweat. So when that soaks into a piece of paper, it's embedded in there. What we do is this anhydrin reacts with the sweat, then you put it into a humidity chamber and it turns your basically amino acids purple. So you get a purple result. Again, it creates the contrast you need to visualize a fingerprint. So I treated the cigarette butt with that, and again, I have no ridge detail visible, so there was nothing that came out as looking like a fingerprint or ridge detail to me.
Okay. And what else did you examine for fingerprints?
Item 19, another cigarette butt. Again, I used anhydrin.
And what did you find on that one?
No ridge detail visible on that either.
What else did you examine?
Item 20 was a Coke bottle.
Okay, these are all the three, the two cigarettes in the Coke bottle you found. Where did you find those?
Those were from the vehicle, the scene of the vehicle.
And did you find any, rather than fingerprints, I'll say, did you find any ridge detail, visible ridge detail?
No, I did not.
Okay. What else did you examine?
For fingerprints, I examined item 401, which is a flashlight.
Hold on a second. Minus exhibit 44, I asked you to examine.
Yeah, this has my crime number and the date that I worked listed as January 11th of 2005.
So you examined this fingerprint?
Yes, I did.
Is that why it has all the black powder and stuff on it?
Yes, that's why.
And what did you find on the flashlight?
Found with I treated with the super glue note earlier, and I saw some fragmentary ridge detail, but it wasn't suitable for comparison. Then I treated with the rhodomine. There was no further ridge detail I noted, and followed up with standard black powder, and there was no ridge detail that I noted.
Okay. And then what else do you examine?
Item 39, the doorknob, so doorknob assembly.
Okay. And the doorknob we're talking about, which door was that from?
That was from the door between the garage and the residence at the Waterman residence.
Okay. And what did you find on it?
Again, I treated with super glue and rhodomine and standard powder, and for all of those processes I've got listed, no ridge detail was visible.
Okay. So you weren't able to find any fingerprints or visible ridge detail on any of the items you checked?
No, I was
Excuse me, Your Honor. I'm sorry to interrupt. I have invoked the rule, and a witness has come into the court. I would ask that pursuant to the rule, that the person that is expected to testify this afternoon not be present.
I think that the person is, someone just left.
Yes. I'm sorry to interrupt, but thank you.
All right. Now, if a person's wearing gloves, like rubber gloves, like the tip you would recover, would they be leaving fingerprints behind if they were wearing rubber gloves like that?
No, you wouldn't expect it. Some very thin latex gloves, if your hands are sweating, the glove sticks to your fingers. you can leave fingerprints. It's been documented. I've experimented a little bit with different gloves, and I haven't been able to leave a fingerprint yet. So it's kind of a rare occurrence. But if you have a very thin glove, and if it does stick to your fingers, the closest I ever got was to take a very thin glove and pull it with a really sweaty finger down over it, so I can actually see my ridges underneath there. And then trying to leave fingerprints, and I still couldn't leave a fingerprint with it.
Okay.
But yes, there's been documented cases, and it's possible.
Okay. I'm going to show you a couple of items.
Okay, no problem.
I'm going to show you several exhibits here. I guess exhibits 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can examine them. You recognize those?
Yes, these are listed as the fibers, item 31, 32, 33, and 34. Exhibit number 3 is item 31. Exhibit number 4 is item 32. Exhibit number 5 is item 33. Exhibit number 6 is item 34.
Okay. And what's inside those envelopes?
The fibers that I collected
And
off
one-
the orange rug and near the orange rug.
The one we saw on the photographs.
That's correct.
Okay. Rather than you open up all of them, why don't you just open up one and so we can show us what you have in it.
You have scissors or anything?
I did.
What's up, Zach? Thanks for the milk money. I know it's not child support. Glad to see you. You just missed like the most hilarious part of this whole trial because it's been a snooze fest so far. But we can't go back now. Oh, also, did you notice? I think he said there was no prints on the door handle because there's no way he reached that door with his hand. Not saying he didn't use a tool of some sort, but he didn't use his hand. Unless he's Inspector Gadget or Stretch Armstrong.
Here, why don't you use it first?
Yeah, this will be interesting.
That's the best.
Nice.
Who's whistling?
Let me give it back.
Never mind.
Ooh. I opened up this bindle from it. I'm not seeing it in the bindle. Which means it's maybe in the envelope. They're very fine. That's why I put it into a bindle.
What's new, Zach?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not seeing it in here.
Okay, let's try another one then. And there's a pair of scissors there next to you.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Wait,
So you might want to go through that. I have here, this is a bindle, and the idea is that this way you don't lose your fibers. You put them inside the bindle.
Okay.
And so either it popped out of the bindle or, I'm not sure.
So there wasn't any evidence in the in there. Oh my gosh. What's up, Nidwau? I haven't seen you in a bit. Hope you are doing well. Good to see you. Yes, she is. She's mom. Yeah, there's no evidence in there. Okay, well, let's try again. Maybe he'll get one this time.
And here's another bindle. And I'm not seeing anything here. Yeah, unless they're just so fine I can't see them. That could be the case.
didn't.
I think I see a very small pink thing here, but like I said, I'm afraid of losing them
Okay,
on this one.
try the next one.
What are we doing? Also, the fingerprint guy has no gloves on. Yep.
Again, I'm not seeing anything in here.
I do not know the answer. Looking for evidence.
And again, I'm not seeing anything.
Okay,
Either very fine or, remember, they weren't that fine, so they should be in these spindles,
okay.
but I'm not seeing them.
All right, you can close it back up then.
Yes.
Did you look in the envelope to see if there might be more?
Steve? The evidence is playing hide and seek, Chloe, because he can't find it.
Nope, okay.
No, I don't see it.
Here you go, let's go. Cabbage. Thank you, Ronnie. I got perfect gloves. Maybe some ink. We can hook up whatever he's trying to find.
Nope,
I don't see them.
all right.
There you are.
That's all the questions I have for Mr. Bivens.
Are you actually kidding me?
Cross-examination?
No,
All
Your
of
Honor, we have no
that-
questions. Thank you.
All of that for nothing?
Oh, hang on.
He's like,
It's
nope,
gonna-
I see nothing.
I see nothing. I
Wow. Wow.
just wow.
Just wow.
Oh my gosh.
Also, the way he said swab, he was like, swab.
Swab. I just can't. I have never seen people open evidence envelopes and there be nothing in them, like repeatedly. He's
Yeah,
like,
so
they're
what
tiny.
happened to it?
They're tiny. Well, then maybe don't open them. Maybe if you can't see them in this lighting, don't open them.
Zach, what did you insult me with? Hold on, let me stroke Zach's ego for a second.
He said you were recovering from your spasmodic cackling session.
It was.
It sounded like the Wicked Witch of the East.
That was so funny, Zach.
Gabby, you listen to me when I insult you. Oh my gosh. It just keeps getting there, doesn't it, Frank? We've had the weirdest witnesses, not because of what they say, but how they act. And now we don't have evidence.
Okay, wow.
What, I see nothing. Nothing.
Zach, just like, you deserve to be ignored, Zach.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's at the bottom. You don't see it? Oh, I see it.
Oh, I see it now. I wasn't down that far. Wow.
How do you spell that sound, Gabby? It's devastating. What, my laugh? It's cackle, cackle, cackle. Or the gong that we heard. Or the lady choking on her own tongue. Because that sounded like. I don't know how you would spell that, but.
I don't know how you can tamper with nothing. I guess the
Well-
tampering came before.
Well, maybe they pretended to put stuff in there to make it seem like there was a lot of evidence.
Well, he said they were really hard to see, so maybe they thought they were putting it in there and they weren't putting it in there, and then they like brushed the
Yeah.
table off, and then they went home and didn't care. And
Well- Actually, they were really hard to see because they weren't there at all.
yes, because they were
Invisible.
yes. Wow. All right. Well, that was a fail.
I mean, hilarious. but a
Hilarious.
fail.
We had a gong. We had a lady fall asleep.
Weird shapes. They were doing geometry for a second for no reason. What's this picture of? There was workbenches. There was a tiny cat door
And
and
yes,
a window.
a tiny cat door that no one can reach their arm through and hit the handle with their hand. There was no print on that.
A gong.
The gong. He missed the footprint on the window.
Someone sharding and peeing at the same time.
And a witness
The
that
judge-
came into the courtroom and then got called out and left
The
the courtroom.
judge almost gave up.
No,
I mean,
Zach. Oh my
well,
god.
at least he didn't pour his glass into the microphone.
That is true. That was hilarious.
That was funny. We have to admit, Flash has a great sense of
He does
humor.
have a good sense of humor. Unless he's hungry.
Oh,
If he's hangry,
that's
don't mess
true.
with him.
Oh, if he's hungry, forget about it.
Then a man fingering the envelope for no reason
For at least
turns out.
2 minutes,
Oh my
bare
god.
minimum.
And who was
It's like, what's in there?
whistling?
Nothing.
The first one he opened, somebody was whistling while he was opening.
Oh
it.
no, that wasn't anybody whistling. That was the lady's nose when she fell asleep.
I'm sorry, but you know she snores. So it would have been funny if she would have started snoring. And I'm not being mean. That's just the way it is. All right. So we got Leslie Hammer. Ms. Hammer, criminalist.
Hopefully
my
she hits the nail this time.
All right. Well, let's see what we got here. Like spinning the wheel. Boom.
Thank you. State your full name,
Okay.
spell your first name and last name.
My name is Leslie Hammer, Lesleyhammer,
And how are you employed?
at the State Crime Lab in Anchorage
In what capacity?
as a criminalist 4.
And what's your duties?
I am the supervisor of Criminalistics Unit 2, which does crime scenes, fingerprints, and shoe and tire tracks. And I do casework in those areas as well.
Okay. And what type of work do you do in particularly in the forensic crime scene investigations area?
I attend crime scenes. I do shoe and tire track examinations at the laboratory and also fingerprint examinations.
Okay. Now, footprint and tire impression, what's that?
That's the examination of, it's basically a comparison science. So there's some kind of impression at the scene, and then you get a known shoe or tire, and you do a comparison and render an opinion about that.
Okay. And what kind of educational background or training have you had?
I have a bachelor's degree in environmental science, and I have a master's degree in teaching. I was a high school chemistry teacher before I got into forensics. Specifically in the area of footwear and tire tracks, I went through a one-year training program at the laboratory, and then I've been sent to specialized schools in footwear examination at FBI Academy in Quantico and at the California Criminalistics Institute and with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I serve on the FBI Scientific Working Group in shoe and tire track analysis. I've published 2 papers in footwear in the Journal of Forensic Identification. I attend, the largest organization in our area is called the International Association for Identification. I attend their yearly educational conferences. I've presented there 5 times and serve as the chairman of the Foot, Shoe, and Tire Committee. And I'm also certified as a forensic footwear examiner by the International Association for Identification and by the Canadian Identification Society.
Okay. Now, when you started working at the crime lab, did you work with an individual named James Wolfe?
Yes.
And what does he have any expertise in the area?
Yeah, James Wolfe has been a shoe and tire examiner for over 15 years. I worked with him for a year as in a training program.
All right. And he's sort of like a fairly large, well-known expert in this area?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Now, I think you did some analysis of footwear in this case, is that right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I'm going to show you some exhibits. Do you recognize this photo?
Yes.
And did you do any analysis of this footprint?
Yes, it may not be from this exact photograph, but it's the same impression.
This is exhibit 220. Does this look like the photograph you used?
Yes.
Now, when you get this photograph, let me ask you this. Plaintiff's Exhibit 286. Do you recognize this photo?
Yes, I do.
And did you use this photograph in this case?
Yes, I did.
And what did you use it for?
For comparison to the impression.
On the previous photograph?
Yes.
Okay. Plaintiff's Exhibit 287. Do you recognize this?
Yes, I do.
And what is that?
A close-up of one of the shoes.
On the previous photograph?
Yes.
And then Plaintiff's 288. You recognize this?
Yes.
And what is it?
A close-up of the other shoe.
And you use this in your comparison?
Yes, I did.
Now getting back to Plaintiff's 220. Did you use this photograph?
So I said it might not be that same photograph that was submitted to me on CD,
Okay.
but that's the same impression that I examined.
Okay. What did you do with the photograph?
Basically just cropped it, enhanced the contrast a little bit, and printed it out actual size for comparison
And how do you know what the actual size was?
because there's a scale included in the photograph.
The scale here?
Yes.
When you enlarge it, the enlarged one 1 inch equals actually 1 inch. Photograph 1 inch on the foot. On the scale.
That's correct. I used the same scale and checked that it's actual size.
Let me show you what's marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 3.
Well, hello. Wow, I don't think I've ever had anybody from Jerusalem. Is it Aviva?
Oh, that's cool.
Welcome. That's
Aviva.
really cool.
Cohen, are you related to? No, just kidding.
Yeah, that's wow. Very cool. Welcome, welcome. We've been a little crazy tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you go all the way back to the gong? Because that's when it started. Once you hear the gong, then play from there.
Once that happened, it was over.
It was all downhill from there.
It was over.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, was it the gong or was it the first chart and then the gong?
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear the chart. So
Maybe my
heard-
video glitched and it sounded like a fart.
no, I think whoever heard it too. Robin, she did.
You did? Yes, okay, good. It's definitely worth the scroll back.
Oh my gosh. Whew, 2:30 a.m. Well, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's all Flashman's fault. Good, bad. All of it. Splash Fan's fault. This shall just be that trial from here on out.
In fact, you should name the title of the next video, Blame Flash Fan.
Oh my gosh, he would unalive me.
That would be funny. No, not that he would do that. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking
That
of
was
him.
hilarious. AJ's gone. Thanks, Flash Man. You did us a favor.
Just picturing him reading the title and then him going back to Discord all mad. Like, oh God,
Like,
that's
oh my gosh.
sorry, AJ.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Well, at
Oh,
least
God.
this woman got the shoe. And
She
does
got
that say,
something, that's for sure.
does that say Toshiba? What the heck? It does. Oh, maybe it's his Toshiba.
Where? Oh, yeah, that does.
I have no idea.
Oh, no, that's the tire brand. I bet
Toshiba.
that's the tire. That's the
Toshiba
tire print. I
tires.
bet. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, but just watching Ronnie type the word fart is hilarious. I do live in, well, Indiana. It's not my home state. Nebraska is actually mid-America, Midwest. That's not a little too far east, but we still think we're Midwest. Yay. Okay. You were trying to, all right, I'm hitting play.
Yes, that's my actual size enlargement of that impression.
The one that's on the machine.
The one that's on the machine, yes.
And the photograph, does it have to be taken straight down or can it be taken at an angle? Does that affect it at all?
Yes, the goal is to take it straight down so that the plane of the camera is on the same plane as the impression. So if the impression was on an angle, then you'd want to get the camera on the same angle. And, oh, sorry.
Here as you can tell, is that what this was taken straight down?
Yes, that's the purpose of the L-shaped scale, to show that 90-degree angle, and that means that the camera was taken at the proper, or the photo was taken at the proper angle.
Now, you got this photograph and that was asked to do an analysis of that, is that correct?
Yes, at first I was asked to compare it. I didn't have anything to compare to, just for design to a particular type of shoe.
Okay, and what was the design you were looking for?
To an extra tough shoe.
Okay, extra tough.
Or
is that-
boot. Yes,
Is that a brand name?
a brand name.
Okay. And what kind of boot is an extra tough?
A very common waterproof boot that's worn all over Alaska.
Okay. So what did you do then when they asked you to compare it to see if it might be an extra tough boot?
I had some at home that I brought in, and I went to shoe stores and looked at a whole bunch of extra toughs, just to, and I looked on the internet at different designs of extra toughs just to get an idea of the variety of the designs and the different sizes.
Okay. And what do you do then when you look at the different designs? What was the next step you did? What you got? Around?
Just in what I was asked at first was, is this toe design? Does it correspond to the toe design of an extra tough? And in design, it does. I also came across another brand of shoe that has a similar design, and there may be others out there. But the first step that I was asked to do was just to see if this could have been made, or if it was a similar design to the extra tough.
And your conclusion?
That it could have been, yes.
Then what happened? What was the next thing they asked?
Then I got the photographs of the boots that you showed.
I just showed you.
Yes.
Okay.
And to do a comparison to those boots.
Did you get the actual boot themselves?
No, I didn't.
Okay, just that photographs I showed you.
Yes.
And so what did you do then?
Well, from a photograph, there's not a whole lot I can do more than I'd already done. With with shoe comparisons, you have to be able to make test impressions to look at specific design and the way that the shoe or boot makes an impression. So without the specific shoes, all I could do was go get a similar sizes and make test impressions, and that really limits a comparison.
Okay. So what did you do in this case then?
I went back to shoe stores and took test impressions of some extra tough toe areas.
The shoe stores allowed you to make impressions from the bottom?
They did. They were very cooperative, and I have a type of taking test impressions that doesn't leave any residue on the shoes. So.
Okay. And from the photographs, the boots that you saw that we just showed, could you tell anything about the size or anything like that?
From looking at the shoes or the boots in the photograph, and looking at the range of extra tough designs, it might help if
Sure.
I can point that out. Or
Sure.
this, I don't know if you can get this one on there. If I can.
This mark is plaintiff's exhibit 314, is that right? Okay, correct.
Yes, sorry.
And what is this?
Yeah, you may just have to scoot it as we talk. It's common for manufacturers to can have a similar visual overall design, but then as they change from size to size, some specifics about the design will change. And in the case of extra tough boots, and I've verified this by going around to many different stores and checking out many examples of different sizes, and this was always the same pattern. Notice on the 12, I'll talk about those ribs that are at the ball of the foot, kind of those chevron-shaped ribs. There's 4 of those, and then look at the 13. Now there's 5.
Here's a red button is a laser pointer.
Okay. So in this area right here, I'm talking about. That's better. Okay, so in that area, this is an example of the change in design from shoe to shoe. So you see 4 ribs in this area, and then move to the 13, and there's 5. And if you can scoot it over to the 14. There's also 5 in the 14, and then if we move over to the 15, one more, there's even more. The only 2 sizes that had 5 ribs are the 13 and the 14.
Okay.
So both the shoes and the photograph that you saw, that were sent to the submitted photograph for comparison.
On the 286 photograph.
Yes, both of those shoes have 5 ribs there.
Okay, so what does that mean?
It was either a 13 or a 14.
Okay.
The only other design difference is that up in this toe area, which is the area of interest to the impression, the 13 has, I'll talk about a V shape in the middle, a V-shaped void. That's this way this toe is designed with a V shape in the middle and then diagonal lines or diagonal voids on either side. That's a pattern consistent through all the sizes. But particulars about it change, the size of this and how many voids there are on either side of the triangle. Sorry, I can't hold my hands steady enough. So there's always a triangle in the middle, and they both have that. On the 13, there are 2 voids on either side of the triangle. So 2 slanted lines, openings. On the 14, there's 2 on the inside and 3 on the outside. And it's opposite on either shoe, but you either have 2 or you have 3.
So that's, on the toe, that's the difference between the 13 and the 14?
Right.
So did you look at the boots in 286 and look at those to see?
Yes, and it was interesting because they both have 5 ribs here, but one shoe has 2 and 2, and one shoe has 2 and 3.
Which means?
One's a 13 and one's a 14.
Okay.
If what holds in all the shoes.
Okay. Now then, what did you do next?
So I went back to the shoe stores and got test impressions of 13s, 14s, and then went on either size, 12 and 15 also.
And why did you do that?
And I did that so that I could do an actual comparison. As I said, to do a complete comparison, we need test impressions of the shoes. I can't do that from a photo. The photos, the shoes are curved, so it's different to take a photograph. Say if I traced the design and tried to overlay that on the impression, it would be different than the impression the shoe would make. So I actually have to make test impressions. So at the store, I made 12, 13, 14, and 15 test impressions.
Then what'd you do?
And then I compared them to the photograph of the impression from the scene.
Which is, exhibit 306. This one.
Yes.
Okay. So, let's come up here and show us what we did.
Good point, Ronnie.
His pinky finger is probably bigger than that door.
And to give a comparison, when you look at the comparison I'm going to show you, understand that this is what's called a negative impression, so that the design is actually where the void would be on the shoe, so that the shoe took away. I think this is sawdust. It looks like sawdust. The shoe took away sawdust, rather than say the shoe was coated with some substance and left an impression. Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah, that's not.
The handheld shoe.
I just said this.
Got rid of the buzzing. Number 9. No, you did not.
Well,
No out there already?
I could just speak a little louder if that'll help.
sure.
These are the test impressions.
Oh, yeah, what's the number here?
Sorry, 309.
309.
It's an example of the test impressions, and since I had to use a material that didn't leave residue on the shoes, they're not as dark as the usual test impressions, so in some places I've outlined so you can see it a little better. But these are the test impressions of the shoes. This is a size 15.
Okay.
And so what I did was just go through a series of overlays, overlaying these test impressions onto the photograph, the actual size photograph of the impression from the scene.
Why don't you show us what you did then?
This is an example of the 15, and you can see that the design, I'll put it off to the side, the design is similar. But actually, this 15 has a much smaller size to that toe portion. So the 15 is too small in that area to have made this impression. So the 15 was a size that I eliminated.
Okay.
The 14, the 13, and the 12 test impressions, same as I showed you on the 15, all have a very, very close size and design in that area, with the difference being how many slats there are in the from one to the other. So I just went through a series of overlays.
And this first one is plaintiff's exhibit what?
310.
310, okay. And what did you see?
So basically, just by comparing all of these, I found that in the 13, the 14, and the 12, the 14, 13, and 12, that in that area it really could have been any of those range of sizes. There wasn't enough difference in those to eliminate any of those.
Okay, why don't you show us the other two as well?
That was the 14.
This is plaintiff's exhibit what?
This is 312.
312.
This is an example of the 13.
Okay.
And this is an example of the 12.
Now, up there's a large area here. There's not one of these bridges here. What does that mean?
Correct. And the reason I couldn't use whether there were 3 or 4, one, because it changes on either boot, but also the lack of some sawdust here may be that there was not sawdust there to begin with. So I can't really say that that means that there's not one of those parallel voids in that position on the shoe that made this impression.
Okay, I have 2 questions. Or I have a question. Does anybody know what brand those shoes are? Because I'm curious. I don't know. Robin,
They're
I've
V-dub shoes.
I've really tried to. I haven't said it today, and you reminded me that a lot of people haven't seen this. I've not seen it, and I've tried to, like, if anybody has seen it, to not tell us the end so that we can watch it all together and see if we agree with how it all shakes out, but they haven't tied her there for me either. Not yet.
Fortunately, I'm not living shoes. I did make a banner that goes across the bottom that says that, basically.
I
No
have
spoilers.
yeah,
Because I haven't
have one.
seen
I
this
just
at all.
put it
So
up. I forgot to put it up. Yeah, they were unfortunate unaliving. Sticky, you can put that in AJ's lounge if you don't care that everybody sees it. But if it has, information on there that you don't want out there, you can send it in a message. It's whatever, however you want to do it. Are you saying Flash fan?
I don't think he does, actually.
Oh no, he does.
Oh, he does? I thought he said
Yeah.
he didn't remember.
He may not remember, but he knew. Yeah, that's kind of what I just want everyone to do is just watch as you're a juror, see if they lay out the evidence. One, this prosecutor he is not engaging at all. Not
Well,
with
they
the witness.
definitely needed more cowbell, and
Oh
less
my
gong, but
Did you hear it again?
no.
He ran into something.
Oh,
He ran into it again. The whoops. Go get some sleep. It's late.
have a good night.
Hopefully we get to see you again. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, Sticky, he's bad. Like even with his own witnesses, he drives me crazy because he will not. The judge should be admonishing him to keep his voice up and to stop trailing off and to stop freaking mumbling. Like, I don't know.
He just brings up like the crappiest pictures too. He's like, "What's this a picture of?" Like the angle of, underneath the workbench above the crack that's through the wall. He's like, "I know it's dark, you can't see it, but what's this picture of? I can't see it because it's dark. What is happening?"
Also, is there anything in that envelope up there? No?
Yeah. Did
How
he
about
just
this one?
randomly tape 8 envelopes and have him open it just to be like, "Heh, gotcha. That one's empty too."
Nope, 0. I don't see anything. They're really hard to see. Check again.
They keep your eyelids wide open to see them.
I mean, oh my gosh. He's like, I can't. I mean, he was like reaching around, like, okay, if you can't see
I
them,
heard him.
you
Yeah.
probably can't feel them. So,
Yeah, he's just like,
and then you,
I was like, what is happening? And then I thought I heard a saw come out.
it was just the scissors on whatever he was cutting. And then he's like,
Brings the microscope.
he's
Yeah.
like, there's nothing in here. Well, you probably just knocked it out.
Mm-hmm.
If there was in there, like, what are you doing?
He's like, it's now on the floor.
Yeah, and we will never find it. They'll vacuum it up when we leave.
Unbelievable.
How many pictures did he put in? Too many.
Too many of useless stuff that didn't even mean anything.
Too many of little tiny triangles pointing to nothing because they were too hard to see.
They got every angle of that workbench, though. I'll tell you that much.
Well, it's because they wanted to build one when they got home.
Apparently.
Maybe that was that woman snoring. I don't know. It could be. He needed to bring a microscope and some tape, maybe. Maybe put the fibers like on something sticky.
Yeah.
To hold them there.
Or put them on a piece of paper with a piece of clear tape over it.
Yes. The sultry sounds of Boston Gabby.
Mer, mer, mer.
What this? Oh, there's nothing in here.
Oh.
But hopes and dreams, which means there's nothing in here. Thanks, prosecutor.
Yeah. I'm like,
my God.
okay, is this like a running joke now? This is the 3rd envelope I've opened that had nothing in it. Pranks on me, I guess. Thanks, guys.
Just like Ed McMahon.
Where's the real one?
Like
Did they
Zach
even
said.
open one that even had evidence in it at all?
No, No.
Like, how embarrassed would you be as a lawyer? Like, handing him an
And you,
empty
yeah,
envelopes.
maybe stop handing them to him. Like
Yeah, whoever. April Fools.
when he's opening his little tiny pieces of paper up, I'm like,
Yeah.
is there some like illegal substances in there? Because that's
Yeah.
when you're watching cops or whatever. They're like, what's in here? Is this fentanyl? It is. Well,
Is this black tar H? What's happening here?
yeah.
Why is it so sticky? It's actually there. It's in there.
So
It's not invisible evidence.
he should have been like, oh dang, Trooper Crazy Eyes got in my stash again. Nothing
Trooper
in there.
Cabra. Trooper Cabra.
It's empty.
There he goes again, playing pranks.
Oh my gosh. He is bad. He is bad. I've not seen or heard a ton of facts that make me say, yeah, she did this. Also, I'm having a hard time paying attention to him. If
Yeah.
something solid was said, I'd miss it. Yep, me too. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
No. Piece of piece of
Oh.
piece of
Oh,
shit.
I just read piece of candy. Oh, not a fiber. Dang it. I hope not, Brandon. They got it. I hope not, because we're gonna, after her is a friend of the three. So
Oh, that one's gonna be great.
I hope.
I hope they make him open empty envelopes as well.
He's like, I found the fibers.
He's
I
like, oh
wonder-
my god, I just stepped on a fiber. Here it was the whole time, guys. He must have accidentally whisked it out of the envelope.
I wonder if he was who walked into the courtroom. Because he's
I don't know. I
young.
had to go outside for a second, so I missed.
I
I
mean-
could hear everything, but I couldn't see it.
Well, it
All I
didn't
could hear
show.
was sawing of wood and scratching at paper.
He wasn't scratching at paper. He was scratching, like he was trying to hang on, like Ash said, to all his hopes and dreams. They were fading fast. And he's like, no, come back, don't leave me.
I was like, what is happening right now? Why I can't see this, but I can hear it.
Yeah, they didn't show who walked into the courtroom, so I don't know who was there. But
That's
somebody
hilarious.
did. Yeah, the car was awful, but again, yep. It doesn't place her anywhere. She was not home. I think
She was even in town. She was not even on town. On city. She wasn't even in the city. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. They do need the guy from CSI so he can see a piece of fiber from across the room. He's like, it's upstairs
Yeah.
in the living room in the left-hand corner on the west
yeah.
wall.
The redhead guy you talking about?
I don't know. Just any
What's his
CSI
name?
person.
Any CSI person. What they need is Jethro Gibbs
I don't know who that is.
from NCIS.
Oh, I did not watch that. My mom and dad
That one's a
watched
good
that.
one. I like that one.
She's supposed to be part of a conspiracy. So put your tinfoil hats on.
It's so mysterious that like when you put the fibers in the envelope, they mysteriously disappear.
Like transport it on out of there.
Maybe aliens abducted the fibers.
Yeah, it's hard to take him seriously because he is boring from the TV show. I watched the original, like when the original CSI came out. I liked that one.
Yeah, that's
and
the
then,
guy with the redhead you're talking
I thought
about.
that was Miami.
Oh, is it my? No, now I'm confused. There's too many. That's what I mean.
The guy that always had his neck cocked to the side, like whenever he was looking at things with the sunglasses on.
I feel like all of them do that.
He was on NYPD Blue. He
Oh,
left that too. That's
I'll have to look
Miami.
back at that.
They grew legs and fibered away.
They grew legs and fibered themselves into a secret blanket somewhere
Fibered
else.
away. They're like braided themselves together and were like, we're out of here.
Yeah, okay, so the redhead one is from Miami. That's right.
Yeah, I can't think of his name, like real name.
Me either.
I just know he always like has head cocked to the side. Like, is it sideways? I do that a lot too when I'm trying to look at these pictures. Like, am I looking at?
Also, I'm like, that square is not square. It's a diamond shape.
It's a diamond. You put femur in there last night. Now we got some fiber. But we don't got a femur.
Okay. Also, fiber is important for your diet.
Yes.
Don't forget.
All right, we got like 2 minutes left of this guy. They escaped down that lady's mouth. Poor gal was choking on fibers.
Yeah, because as she was snoring, she inhaled it, went right down her throat. That's what happened when she started choking.
It came through the paper,
Yep.
through the courtroom.
She was like, I'm awake, I'm awake. She's like, why does my neck hurt?
I thought it was a hairball from trying to get through the cat door. Sorry. That cat door's
God.
driving me nuts.
That seriously, no one's fitting through that unless you're a leprechaun.
Yeah. And then you can't get the door handle. If you're a leprechaun.
Not just that, but I don't even think a leprechaun would be able to push that thing because it'd be too tiny.
Maybe.
I don't know. I have to look up leprechauns to see if they're strong.
Leprechaun strength.
Yeah, leprechaun strength. I'm gonna Google that while you play this.
I wouldn't. I have a feeling like Brandon Lesko's going to be like, have you ever had an Alaskan leprechaun? No. I've not. All right, I'm going to play.
So it didn't eliminate it based on that.
All right. Wait.
Your conclusion about the shoe print that it was in 306 with the boots in 286. What was your conclusion?
That impression could have been made by the toe area of an extra tough boot of a range of sizes, but it's also noted that there's another brand of shoe that basically has the same design as extra tough, so it could have been made by another type of shoe also.
The same type of.
Another brand of shoe with the same design, yes.
Okay. Now, are you able to say that this shoe made this impression and nobody else's shoe made it?
No.
Okay. And move to mid-plans exhibits 309, 310, 311, 312.
No objection.
They are admitted.
I don't have any other questions for Ms. Monahan.
Any cross?
Just a few. You said that these tracks could have been made by a boot in the size range of 12 to 14, right?
I'm not limiting it to that size range. Those were the only ones that I compared.
Those are the only ones that you compared?
Yes.
Okay. All right. No further questions.
Any redirect?
No, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I see that you have some marked exhibits, or
Yes.
I didn't use
want to make sure that you don't get on a plane with an exhibit that might have been admitted or.
No, I didn't.
All right, we don't need to hear all that. All right, we've got one more. I'm trying to do too many things.
Here's their good old pal, good old buddies.
Your leprechaun friend is strong AF. Wow.
Yeah, that's what Google said. Google said that they're commonly portrayed as physically stronger than humans, capable of overpowering them with ease. So.
He is getting tanked by his own witnesses.
He's like, the sky's red, right? Everyone's like, no, it's blue. No, it's red, right?
It's red. It's red. Oh, no, he wouldn't even ask it with that much behind it. He would be like, the sky is red. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's blue. Okay. And then we went.
And then the
What?
grass is all and then the people said, and then all of a sudden you hear gong. It's like your meditation hour is over.
If Dog Mom was here, she would be going crazy.
Yeah,
be
she'd be
like,
going.
who is this? Oh my gosh. You miss the old days of falling asleep to white noise or Yeah, but
Well,
I hated waking up and the white noise was on, especially after I watched Poltergeist, because I knew the TV people were gonna come and get me.
the people from the TV. That's funny.
You know, they're here.
One
'Cause I
of
was
us. One of us.
I was a little kid when I saw that, and it scared the crap out of me.
I was like that with Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, he was scary for a little bit. And he just
I didn't like
they
it
just
because he
made
infiltrated your dreams.
yes. All right, so we got 15 minutes left. This is John Wilburn, friend.
John Jacob Dingleheimer Schmidt,
It is not
friend.
friend.
He also does not own a leprechaun.
Yes. Well, maybe he might when you see him. Frank, nobody ignores you. Can't happen.
Frank, you're a treasure in my heart.
Yeah. Before I ask any questions of the witness, Your Honor, the clerk said I forgot to move to admit plaintiffs exhibit 306 and 314. So I'd like to do that this time. Those are the ones from the last
Any
witness.
objection?
No, Your Honor.
They are admitted.
Enter all you want. I haven't entered anything yet.
Please state your full name and spell your first name and last name.
Maynard Jonathan Scott Wilburn. My first name is spelled Maynard. My last name is spelled Willburn.
You go by John.
Yes,
And how old are you?
16.
And where do you live?
Craig, Alaska.
And are you in school?
Yes,
What grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
And how long you lived in Craig?
2, 3, 4 years, I think.
And do you know Brian Riddell
Yes,
and Jason Arendt
yes,
and Rachelle Waterman?
yes.
How did you meet? Of those three, which one did you know first?
Brian.
Brian Riddell. And how did you meet him?
It was at a Halo game at a friend's house.
Okay. What's a Halo game?
It's a video game.
Okay. And more than one person can play it at a time?
Yes.
And about when was it that you met him?
2 years ago, I think, 2 or 3.
Okay. Does the fall of 2003 sound about right?
I think so.
Okay. I think that's what you told the police when they interviewed you last year?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you see him very much?
Every once in a while.
What kind of things would the two of you do? Or
Mostly just played video games at Ian's house.
okay. Is Ian Lindrum?
Yes.
Okay. And who did you meet next then of the three people?
I believe Jason Arendt.
Jason Arendt? Okay. Now, how did you meet him?
Same way.
Playing video games?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know, when did you find out that that Mr. Riddell and Mr. Arendt were friends?
About the time that I met Jason.
All right. And how soon after you met Mr. Riddell did you meet Mr. Arendt?
Pretty soon after that. It wasn't very long.
Just a second. Now, then when did you meet Ms. Waterman?
I met her a little. Well, I'd known her for a while, but I didn't really meet her.
Right.
Till about after that. She was Ian's girlfriend at the time.
Okay. And had you seen her before then?
Yes.
And where at?
Just around.
Okay. Were the two of you in the same class?
No.
And how much difference in grades were there?
1, I think.
Okay, she was in one grade above you then.
1 or 2.
Okay. So you didn't have classes together?
No.
And you didn't hang out at school together then?
We did start hanging out at school.
After you met?
Yes.
Okay. Now, about how soon after you met Mr. Aaron, Mr. Riddell, did you meet Ms. Waterman?
About the same time, I think.
Okay. And did you do any activities with the three of them?
We did play Dungeons and Dragons for a while.
Okay. What's Dungeons and Dragons?
It's a paper and pencil role playing game.
Okay, so it's not like a computer or a video game?
No.
Okay. And there are different roles in it?
Yes. Yes.
Did you all do different roles, or did you all basically use the same type of roles?
Different roles.
Okay. And what kind of roles did you all usually play?
Varied widely. Spellcasters, warriors, thieves, that kind of thing.
Okay. Did anybody have any like favorite roles they wanted to do?
I believe that Brian preferred warriors,
Okay.
and I think Rachelle preferred the stealthier
The what?
roles.
Okay. Jason, have any?
Jason, I think he preferred spellcasters, but he varied.
Okay. What about yourself?
I myself prefer spellcasting roles.
Okay. And where'd you usually play these games at?
At Brian's computer shop.
And where do you have his shop at?
It was in the Thibodeau's Mall.
Okay, which is in Craig?
Craig.
And how long did he have his shop for?
Maybe under 6 months.
Okay. And did you do some of this during the summer?
Most of it during the summer.
During that summer, okay. Did you do any type of work for Mr. Riddell?
No.
Okay. Do you know whether Mr. Aaron or Ms. Waterman did any type of work for him?
I believe Rachelle worked for him for a while.
Okay. Did you do anything else with the three of them other than just play Dungeons and Dragons?
We hung out and played computer games occasionally.
How often do you think you met up with the three of them?
Quite a lot, actually, for Dungeons and Dragons. We met 2 or 3 times a week sometimes.
Would the game take very long to play?
It varies widely. Can take anywhere from an hour to 6.
Okay. And is what took place when
Usually.
you played them? Okay. And did you all stop playing at any time?
Well, I think after school started, we started playing less and kind of tapered off.
All right. Were you aware of any type of, I guess, romantic relationships between Ms. Waterman and Mr. Riddell, or Ms. Waterman and Mr. Aaron?
It was kind of obvious.
Okay.
Time.
What do you mean by kind of obvious?
Just the way they acted with each other.
Okay. Did you see them kissing each other or
Yeah.
holding hands and things like that? With both of them?
Yes.
Okay. Would it be at the same time, or did she do one of them first? And,
both of them, as in Brian and Jason.
Yeah.
Never saw it with Brian.
Okay, just Jason.
Just Jason.
Okay. And you saw that with Ian?
Yes.
Did she start becoming romantically involved with Mr. Aaron after her relationship with Mr. Lindrum ended?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember about approximately when that was?
Not really.
Okay. Would it have been about the time you all were playing Dungeons and Dragons?
Probably.
Okay. Did it affect their game playing on the Dungeons and Dragons?
Occasionally, not very much though.
Okay. Were you aware that there were problems between with this relationship with Ms. Waterman's parents?
I wasn't aware of any real problems.
I couldn't hear you.
I wasn't aware of any real problems.
Okay. Now, when you were with Ms. Waterman, and particularly when Mr. Riddell or Mr. Aaron was around, or both, did she ever talk about her mother?
Yes, she talked about her. I believe she might have said, like, I wish my mother would die or something, but I assumed it was normal teenage angst.
Okay. Did she talk about what her mother would do to her?
Yes, she said her mother beat her, called her fat.
Okay. Did she go into any more details than that?
She may have. I don't recall anything specific.
Okay. In beating, did she say what she would hit her with? Or did she go anything like that?
I don't recall.
Okay. Mention anything about throwing downstairs?
I don't recall that. I don't believe so, though.
Okay. How many times did she mention this about? Frequently, every now and then?
Every once in a while.
Okay. And what was Mr. Aaron's or Mr. Riddell's response to this?
I recall Jason saying that he wanted to protect her.
Okay. Mr. Riddell say anything that you remember?
Not that I recall.
Okay.
He may have said something along those lines, though.
All right. Now, did you help, or did you deliver any letters back and forth between the two of them?
I did.
And how often do you think you did that?
Maybe 10, between 8 and 12 times.
Okay. Do you know why you were used to deliver the whales back?
I assumed it was because they trusted me.
Okay. And was it just from one person, from Was it just one-sided, or did both of them send them back and forth?
Both of them sent letters.
Back and forth?
Yes.
Okay. And how would that happen? I mean, what would it?
I would receive a letter from one, and then I would take it to the other, and then I'd receive a response letter from them, and then I'd take it back.
Okay. Where did Mr. Arendt usually meet up with you to give you the letters?
Whenever I went over to his house to play video games with him
And where was his house at?
in Quawak.
Okay. And then where did you usually give the letters to Ms. Waterman at?
Usually at school.
Okay. Is that where she gave you the letters?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever look at the letters?
No.
The letters that Mr. Arendt gave you to give to Ms. Waterman, could you tell, were they handwritten or were they typewritten?
I believe they're handwritten because they were on lined paper.
Mr. Arendt's?
Yes.
Okay, what about Ms. Waterman's?
Same thing, lined paper.
Okay. Got some letters here, and see if we can identify any of these.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 57.
I would like to see those, Your Honor. I would ask the record to reflect that Mr. Wilburn has shaken his head no to the last two questions.
So noted.
Yeah.
Okay, now Plaintiff's Exhibit 51.
Those seem a bit more familiar.
Piece type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I see those as well, Your
Yeah,
Honor?
I'm sorry. Is that Exhibit 51?
Yes, ma'am. That's the J on them,
I recall carrying those letters like that.
like this.
Yeah.
And then to J meant to Jason.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you were around Mr. Riddell or Mr. Arendt, did they ever mention anything about a plan or a plot to kill Lori Waterman?
No.
Okay. Now, after the Monday after, you remember when the burned van was found?
Yes.
Okay. Were you in school that Monday?
Yeah, I believe I was in school that Monday.
Okay. And you saw Ms. Waterman that day?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember what kind of how she appeared?
She was crying.
Okay. Did she tell you anything?
I heard her. She asked me not to tell the police about her relationship with Jason, and she said, I believe several times, that she was afraid her mother had died in a drunk driving accident.
Okay. I don't have any other questions, Your Honor.
Any cross-examination?
I have just a little bit. You kind of nervous to be here?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. You said that you had never heard of any plan to kill Lori Waterman, right?
Correct.
You've been accused of knowing and plotting about that plan, haven't you?
No.
Ian Lindrum didn't say anything like that to you?
Ian Lindrum may have. He never accused me of that directly, but he seemed to think I should have done something about Rachelle and Jason's relationship.
You didn't have anything to do with it, did you?
No.
You said that you thought that Ms. Waterman's comments about her mom were normal teenage angst. Remember that?
Yes.
These were comments that were made while you were playing D&D at Brian's computer store, right?
Yes.
Brian's computer store opened towards the end of June, about the 23rd or 24th or so. Isn't that right?
I don't recall.
Would that sound approximately correct?
Sounds about right.
All right, and it closed in early August, about the 10th or something like that, right?
Sounds right.
Okay. And that's when she had made those comments.
Between that period of time.
Okay. And you said that you thought that they were normal teenage angst. What do you mean by normal teenage angst?
Just like any teenager angry at their parents for something, some slight imagined or otherwise.
Did you think that Ms. Waterman really wanted her mom dead?
Objection, speculation.
Calls for speculation as to what goes on in her mind.
I have no further questions.
Any redirect?
No, ma'am.
Thank you very much. May Mr. Washburn be excused?
Wilburn.
Wilburn, I'm sorry, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
No. No, Steve. No.
You're excused, Washburn. I mean Wilburn. I mean Washburn.
Just get out.
Just
Oh
get
my
the heck
gosh.
out of here. That was
Oh,
ridiculous.
The time and temperature conversation was much more interesting than that testimony.
I mean, yeah. He definitely hasn't washed his hair in at least 5 days. Oh, AJ, we almost gave the same answer. We don't we go well together?
He's like, you getting divorced yet? Not yet. It is. His first name is Maynard.
Menards?
It's not Menards. His first name is Maynard. He said Maynard Wilburn. And then he's like, but I go by John. He didn't say Maynard John.
Wait a minute. His first name is Maynard?
Yes.
How the heck do you get John from Maynard?
That's probably his middle name.
Well, that's just the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
I do remember there used to be a number you could call to get the time and temperature. I never knew the number, though. My friends had it
Well-
memorized. I would always have to ask them. They're like, can you call time and temperature? I'm like, why? Then
Well,
I'd be
they
like,
also had on the radio, they also had traffic going, but you could also call a number to get traffic
we didn't have
to
enough
see if there
traffic.
was. Yeah, we had that as well.
That was that did nothing to convince me. We are still on prosecution, and was that a witness and why? Because he hand delivered letters was the only reason I can think he was there.
Hey, listen, Robin. There's only 2,000 people in this town, all right? So slim pickings. So
Buster-
Menards he's in.
Maynard.
Yeah.
He was just the mail carrier for these two. Lesko wants you to know
John Gary.
he has never called that 1-900 number.
I love how John Gary's like 555. He's giving you like a movie number from a movie.
You go by Maynard. All right, I'll remember that next time I see you. And he'll be
I
like,
go by Maynard. Maynard Gary.
he'll be like, why? Everybody be like, why is she calling him Maynard? If you heard 4 names, you heard way more than I did. I heard Maynard Wilburn. And call me John.
I heard Maynard, Will Washburn, Willard, Maynard, John,
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
no kids played Spin the Bottle. Come on. We did. Yeah, we played Spin the Bottle. We also played 5 minutes in heaven, 5 minutes in the closet or whatever.
Yeah, 7 minutes in heaven or whatever that.
Yeah,
There used to be
Truth or Dare.
yes, oh my gosh. We had a gas station back when I was a little kid in Nebraska. We had one gas station. No, just kidding. But the guy that ran that place, his name was Maynard. That's the only time I've ever heard that name. But I was so shy that and he would pump the gas, which I think you still probably have full service stations out east.
Yeah, we
Right?
do.
We do not here.
Yep.
There's actually one in the little town I live in. I never go to it. But I would hide from him in the car.
Oh, I always
would
go to
duck
the
down.
I always go to the full service station down the street because there's this really nice guy's name's Charlie. Everyone knows him in the town here. Such a nice guy. Every time he's not there and his boss is pumping the gas, I'm like, where's Charlie? Everyone always asks him, where's Charlie? Where's Charlie? Because everyone always tells him, if you ever fire Charlie, I'm never coming back here.
Yeah, I was like, get Charlie or clone him, make a twin, something. Yeah, we have one here I just don't go there because, well, I don't normally get gas in the town that I live in, so I go to
You go
Sam's.
like 2 towns over. You don't want
I
anyone to know
go.
that you're getting gas.
I don't want anybody to see me getting gas. I go to Sam's because it's cheaper generally,
Ah,
and the full service station is more expensive. So I ain't paying more for somebody else to pump my gas when I can do it myself.
no, ours isn't more for someone to pump it.
Yeah, I think maybe they have, didn't they kind of let ease up on some of that stuff? Like New Jersey or something, didn't they finally let them start pumping their own gas?
I think there are states where it's against the law to pump your own gas. Well, yeah, because people are just dumbasses all the time and they just do whatever the hell they want. That's why they treat you like children. You're not allowed to pump your own gas, for goodness sake.
Yeah, that's
How
crazy.
embarrassing. How embarrassing are those states?
It's not my state. Hey,
Not
Shinny.
mine.
Oh,
Hey,
he
Shinny.
did play Maynard and Dobie Gillis. It was weird to watch
Now,
him.
see, if his name was Maynard, right, and they
Mhm.
called him like Maine or something, that would make more sense to me than John.
Or Nard.
Or, well, Menards is actually an actual store. It's not, we don't have those here, but Menards is an actual store.
I know, because I go there with my dad, and I'm not
Well,
saying
I've never been to
Nards.
one. I've
Yeah.
never been to one, and I want to go. It's kind of like Buc-ee's.
I've never been to a Buc-ee's.
It's kind of like one of those places. I feel like Menards is.
Well, Robin, next
I
time
got
we
gas
want to
for
see
209
video.
too. Wait, where do you live? 209.
I think
God
she
damn,
said
girl.
Georgia.
Oh, that's why.
Can you pump your own gas in Oregon, Sticky? I know New Jersey.
Ah, Sticky, you got rid of your banana?
It's
I
weird
liked
to
that one.
pump
That
in
one
New
was so
Jersey.
cool.
You can. So they did. Okay. I thought one of them legalized it. It's so crazy.
That is such a weird well, I mean, I guess. Yeah, maybe people are crazy nowadays. You never know what they're going to do.
Yeah. True story. True story. All right. Well,
As of recently.
as of recently, yesterday, they changed the law. No.
Actually, now that you mention it, 20 minutes ago, the law just changed.
That's funny. Oh, Shinny. Shinny, you got those high California prices. That's why I
Yeah,
pay
she
high
does.
prices. I dance and they charge me more.
I feel like if you danced, I would charge you less.
Ah, that's hilarious. I would just be like, I'm paying for it.
Yeah, right? I'd be like, I'm paying for it. I'll pump it. Just sit in your
Uh,
car. I got
Yeah,
this.
it was amazing. No, you gotta stand outside your car and keep dancing. But I'll pay for it. All right, you guys, on Monday, we are going to hear from Brian Riddell. He's the guy that did the unaliving. He did the deed. He's not the
He
guy
was
with
her current boyfriend.
no. Jason.
Oh, he's the guy who owned the computer shop.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
He will not be the guy with the magic arm that reaches up through the cat door, because
Apparently.
I think Jason Aaron is the 6'6" dude. So,
Well, that just never happened. So,
oh, it never happened.
yeah, it never happened.
I would have to see.
Unless you're a contortionist.
Yeah, and I'd still have to see video. That is a
Me
long
too.
way.
I need pictures or it did not happen. Period.
Exactly. Yep. Yes, Frank, we're done. I know. Only 2.5 hours tonight.
No more gongs for you. You can go to bed now.
Oh, that was so funny. That lady falling asleep was so funny. Like,
It was the second nod though that like really sent me over the edge.
because the first one she's like
The pan back.
she catches
was hilarious.
herself, but then she's just so slowly like she's done. She's out.
Oh, that was so funny.
You would think like the dad would have been like, "Hey, wake up."
No, the
Wake
dad's
up.
over there just trying to like throw popcorn in her mouth, see if he gets it in. those headphones. He has nothing wrong with his hearing. He just has the game going on while he's there.
The guy that was leaned up to him, he's like, they're making bets on who can get the popcorn into her mouth.
Either that or he has Girl Scout cookie statistics running through his headphones, and he has the Boy Scout in back, and he's just like yelling back like, "This is what the Girl Scouts are doing. What are the Boy Scouts doing?"
He's like, should you really be talking about what Girl Scouts are doing, sir? Oh yeah, actually, I just went to a meeting about them with them.
A
Something
GS meeting, Girl Scouts meeting.
that was hard. That was a tough thing to try to say that when I started the stream.
I mean, you know what? We have to figure out a better way to phrase that because
There is
I
not
don't
one.
know.
There's not one.
This isn't like, what's that movie where what's his name is hanging out with the kids from high school, but he's like super old. I forget the movie now.
I feel like there's so many of those.
Ben Affleck isn't in. They like paddle the kids, the seniors. I forget the name of the friggin' movie now.
I don't know. But if I said he was at a meeting about Girl Scouts, that's wrong. If I say he was at a meeting with Girl
Well-
Scouts, that's wrong.
Well, you also started off saying he was into Girl Scouts.
He was into Girl Scouts. That's wrong.
The way you said it, and then you realized what you said, and then you paused and you were like, wait a minute, no. he was in Juneau with Girl Scouts. It's like, wait a minute, no, that
Nope.
still doesn't sound.
And then I was like, because he was into, nope. There's no way.
He was a Girl Scout collectible person who like collects girl. No, that still doesn't sound right. You see?
There's no way. I'm
Sounds
telling you.
suspicious.
Yes. You're welcome, Robin. I'm glad that we could help. And Sleepy
What did I
Lady
do?
is a
I
prosecutor's
did. I did
mom.
something good.
Yes, we helped Robin have we made her day better. All of us. Me, you, and Jeff.
Oh yeah, I'm a friggin' hoot. Come back tomorrow, maybe.
He collects Girl Scouts. I mean,
That's what I mean.
there's nothing to say. There's nothing
Girl
to say.
Scout cards collectibles. I don't know.
I mean, he's
American
into Girl
Girls,
Scout
but Girl
cookies.
Scouts.
Yeah, like
Even that could be an innuendo. Girl
so
Scout
he's into
cookies.
Girl Scout cookies. Yeah,
Yeah.
or he likes Girl Scout cookies. There's
There's no way.
There's nothing.
There's no way.
There's nothing.
There's no way you can say it properly, especially in this chat, because they're like, "Oh, really? He's into Girl Scout cookies, huh?" Wink, wink.
We'll just say he went to Anchorage from now on, and she went to Juneau.
Trading cards, Girl Scout trading cards. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! Like you got the brownies. What do you got? Brownies and Girl Scouts. I don't know. You know how like
Oh, you got this one. You got one where it's just like, "Oh, this one has their fire patch. I'll trade you for this one."
like no, I don't really like redheads. Oh, all right.
Oh my god. I can't. That was ridiculous.
So we won't say that anymore. We will not bring up Girl Scouts anymore. He was in
The word-
Anchorage. That's
Yeah, he was in
it.
Anchorage. That's why I said, wasn't he in Anchorage for work?
Yep. Well,
What kind of work he was doing, we don't know. You'll have to research it on your own from now on.
it's like I mean,
We're not saying. I just keep picturing the trading cards in my head.
She has a 2003 Girl Scout backpack.
You know what? I'm not surprised. Ash, I'm really not surprised. I feel like you were a Girl Scout.
Oh no. No.
He only the Girl Scout cookies box. Yes.
He does not. Nope.
I do have a favorite Girl Scout cookie though. And I
no, you-
cannot resist every time I walk by that dang table outside of Shaw's, a Stop and Shop or whatever. They're always posted at each exit entrance.
Oh my gosh, they just nail you. So Brandon and I were walking out of Lowe's, not Menards, one day, and
Also,
we
what
got-
you just said right there, they just nail you. Not a good look. But they do. With their sad little girl eyes.
so But this was Boy Scouts, okay? But
Ah,
there was a girl selling Boy Scout stuff. So I'm like, whatever. And she asked I had Madison, so I had an excuse. She asked Brandon if he wanted to buy some popcorn. And so Brandon's like, sure. And the guy starts listing off the prices. And I'm like, holy shit. Brandon bought a bag of like popcorn. I'm like a chip bag of popcorn.
yeah,
Not as big as Smart Pop popcorn.
right.
It was $25.
What's the popcorn made out of?
That's what I asked him. I'm like, is there gold in that bag? And
Is
he
it
said,
Goldschlager but popcorn version?
he said, I
Because
didn't,
holy hell.
he goes, I didn't hear them say the prices. And I was like, I did. And I figured when you told him you had to go back to the truck to get cash and let us in and put stuff away, he probably thought you were going to drive away, which is what you should have done.
Yeah, I would have been like, I would have driven away, but like drove by them, rolled down my window, and be like, bye.
Oh my gosh. $25.
$20 for a bag of
25.
popcorn?
Or I mean, in a little bag, like one sitting, especially
Oh,
especially
heck
for
no.
him.
Yeah. Menards, right? Menards.
We always said Menard sounds like the sound you make when you poop hard. Right?
Oh,
Menards has good rebate. We save a lot of
Menards.
money. So Ash
I want to go to
was
Menards.
well, come visit us and I'll take you.
All right.
Ash was in the Beaver Scouts.
I
Honest to
also
God.
believe that. I honestly really believe that.
And all,
Was your Beaver Scout sash made of beaver? Because
well,
you know what? We have a beaver up here that you can make one out of. I can arrange
Nibby.
that real quick.
Oh, Nibby. It's not Neeby. It's Nibby. The song
No.
says Neeby. Sticky, you know what? I believe you. I believe you. Bad Dowser, I believe you too.
It's all about the beaver. Yeah, it is.
Ah, I like how
Post fibers.
Frank, there's so many things like you're not going to comment on. It could have been my comment, could have been those comments.
It could have been all the
Aw.
Girl Scout comments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you were not a very successful Beaver Scout. Aw. You could get a
Well, we
beaver.
got an abundance of beavers over here. If you play your cards right, you can round them up and get at least one beaver down.
Wow. You saw wild beavers one time.
Wild beavers? Well, I guess I kind of understand that because Nibby is not a wild beaver. She's too much of a diva.
I mean, you should. My husband would be like, there's
Also,
nothing wrong with seeing a beaver in the wild. That's what he would tell you.
but also Sharon's comment is priceless.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right, you can't. You just can't.
You
You
can't
know,
make it. Nope.
you can't make this up.
My
Hurting beavers.
okay, whoever. Okay. We believe you.
As an actual, as what? As the actual animals?
Yeah, she's like, I didn't really see beavers in the wild. I saw animals.
Wait, where's whoever from?
She lives in California.
Ah, yeah, that's probably why. What'd you see, like turtles and dolphins and shit? Yeah. Probably.
She has almost all the beaver badges.
She has every
Ash?
beaver badge.
Ash and her beaver badge. Oh, where's Carmen? Why is
Ash
she not here?
in her beaver badge.
It's the amazing adventures of Ash and her beaver badges. Like, could be or her
It's like
badges.
Dora the Explorer, but Ash in her beaver badge. Oh God.
All I have is this remote. She'd be like, hold it right there.
Yeah.
What's that?
Frank,
It's
I'm getting
my beaver badge.
What's that? It's my beaver pelt badge. I earned it. I collect them like Pokemon cards.
Yep.
Frank, I'm getting a temperature over here.
That's true, Bad Dasser. That is true.
Would you
Simmer down, simmer
have
down.
to go back to the 80s to see a wild beaver? Probably the 70s to see a real wild beaver.
I think 80s would be safe. You never look for
Mm.
beavers. They always find you. They always find you. Oh my gosh.
Well, Demi Moore's wild beaver from the 70s in a magazine spread was pretty wild.
Spread being the
She
word.
wasn't spread beaver, but she was spread eagle. I think she was centerfold, but it was the 70s.
Whoever, you're not helping yourself.
The ones I saw in the mountains were either 80s or 90s.
Well,
I haven't seen a
hang out.
baby beaver in ages.
Seen a beaver in ages. I'm sorry. You would never see a wild beaver in the 70s, not with all the bushes. To this day, I still don't understand why and where they put them. The beaver badges?
Well, they make what are those things called? I have to think about it for a second to remember the name of the word I'm thinking of.
Gotta watch them. You gotta watch
Mountain
'em.
beavers are ferocious.
Ferocious. Oh, whoops. No, look at your comment above that. Where is it? To this day, blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Oh,
It's
I
up.
collect them like Pokemon cards. To this day, I still don't understand why and where they put them. Did I get it?
Yeah. But I'm trying to think of a specific word.
Oh, the tree bark.
No, it's not tree bark.
I don't see a comment about tree bark.
Who's talked about? Oh, it's down below. It's down south in the comment section. I mean, AJ. I almost called you Carmen.
Whoever you are. Now look at my comment above that. I can't find it. Okay. Sorry, Ash. Oh, it took your comment away? See, I'm not crazy.
Oh, let me look on my thing here. Was it underneath where you said I collect them as Pokemon cards?
Because I don't see anything about tree bark.
I just saw it. Yeah, so it said, about the tree
Oh, they
bark.
would
Let me see.
make us bring tree bark every day to the clubhouse. Like real beavers. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And
That sounds some
and to this day, I still don't
BDSM
understand
stuff.
why and where they put them. You probably don't want to know that, Ash.
Oh,
Not
crap.
all.
What the hell is the name of that thing?
Some beavers like other beavers. Just saying. I don't know. I can't
I
help
can't
you.
remember. I can't remember the
All
name
right.
of it. I'm
Well-
gonna have to remember it later and then think of it for Monday. Be like, this is what I was gonna say.
And then I'll be like, what are you talking about? Because I won't remember.
Like the beaver patches.
Just got the fan out of the closet. Frank. All right, you guys. Bye. That's it. Bob, good. I don't have anything else.
Well, I'm gonna jump over to Grandma's. She's doing a
Beaver?
Halloween
Beaver box?
conspiracy. No, and we're not gonna mention that to her because she probably will do something like that. But she's doing Halloween conspiracy facts, if that's even a real thing. But we're gonna find out. That's
All right.
next at 9 p.m.
I bet they could be. Oh, Ash, no. No, that was hilarious. it needed derailed. We had to have something from the beaver to the box.
Exactly.
So, as Carmen always says when she's here, just remember if you do go to grandma's house, there might be children there. So, make sure you talk in code. Don't say bad words. But it is fun over there. And the only reason I don't redirect is because I had started redirecting and then we had a couple of kids pop over here. And I can't have that. So I will get in
Yeah.
trouble. And I
I
don't need anybody's
posted
parents yelling at me.
I posted her live in Discord, so you can go and hit that to jump over there
All
if
right.
you want to play trivia.
If you're not in Discord, you should be. But it's Grandma's House is the name of the channel. So, and Grandma's great. Grandma's she's fun and she's hilarious. And
Yeah, and after a certain point, all the kids go to bed, so then, we're just adults.
yep. Yeah, it's cool. So, alrighty, guys, we'll see you Monday with Brian Riddell. Hopefully, we'll get some good testimony. I doubt we get any good questions because, well, that would be, can't have two things together happening in this trial. And
Unless
maybe
you're a beaver.
and maybe we'll find some evidence. I don't know. But have a great weekend, you all. Stay safe, be good, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And we are out of here. So
And peace out. Peace out, Menards.
see ya.
Hot mannequin love is kinda uncanny. Click, like, subscribe, ooh, piece of candy. Looking for my spotlight, chasing my vibe. Still looking for my credibility online. Ooh, hot mannequin love, candy on the floor, don't pick it up. Chasing all the clicks, chasing all the views. Credibility's hiding, but I'm bringing you the news. Every little scroll is a mystery, but you stuck around, watch the show with me. Laughs and chaos, that's how we roll. Drop a comment down below before you go. Every little scroll is a mystery, but you stuck around, watch the show with me. Laughs and chaos, that's how we roll. Drop a comment down below before you go.